Fweddy.
Fweddy.
Fweddy for Fweddy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Whispers of the Venom present session 22 of Guardians Rebirth. We had a little bit of a hiccup just right before we started streaming, so we just got that resolved. That's why we're a tad late, but we should be good to go. Sorry, I've got a bleep bloop trying to figure it out. Oh, it's...
The alligators got loose again.
Oh no.
Okay, fair enough. Why would we care about alligators? This is croc land.
Yeah, we ain't no alligator fans.
This isn't Australia.
We're Australians.
Yeah, but where would the alligators get loose in the Discord? That's what I was saying.
Oh.
Alright. Well, we're back. I'm gonna take my customary sip before I read a paragraph, because you need to do that.
Do you take
It's
like
good to
5
hydrate.
sips next week or?
Next week? I don't have to take any sips. Darian does.
Darian takes 8
Yeah.
sips.
Darian rests his voice before he even has to speak. So, he sips then. Alrighty then. Previously in Guardians Rebirth, the heroes continued from where they left off, investigating the where the ogres fled from. The group quietly and carefully checked every door. However, after a while, they were a little too quiet. They entered a room that had no sounds whatsoever, and continued their path until they encountered a makeshift rumpus room. As they investigated, they were ambushed by a horde of kobolds, some normal, some wearing shields, and a couple that could summon balls of fire. After a costly fight, the party took a short rest and found a chest, and found a not so very secure chest in a hallway. I don't know why I wrote it the way I did. Completing one route, they backtracked through a secret door and encountered some different rooms. A chamber full of jars and pictograms, a bizarre restroom, a corridor blocked off by a waterfall of sand. The most strange was a pseudo-oasis and a group of unconscious animals surrounding it. This turned out to be an in-depth illusion that was dispelled as one by one the group found faults, like no-eyed camels and Haito walking on water. They followed a secret passage into a broken and partially destroyed room. As Pickles and Magpie explored, they found another sand waterfall, this one bearing the properties of a boss chamber. They entered the room and encountered a large 1T with 2 others next to him. And now we begin combat. So let me put on my cool big boy fighting music combat.
Big boy.
And
What?
we rolled initiative last time.
Yep.
And we are on the correct page on my end. So we start off with Darian. Haito, you're on deck. Pickles and Kaede are on deck. Haito's down.
Yeah, 23 to 10 and 8. Yeah, we'll be fine.
We're right behind you, buddy.
Yep. Well, opening up, I'm going to use bonus action to cast one of my Melf's minute meteors. I'm going to throw 2 of the meteors out to attack Snake Person 2 and Giant Cobra. So I'll make them make the civility save.
One success, one failure.
Interesting. Which means they take 4d6 fire damage. That's 2 blasts. That's 2 of my 6 meteors. That's a really good roll. Holy shit.
Oh, you used
That's
Lady 6 privileges.
3 ones.
That is alright. That is my opening shot. So 2 meteors shoot out and strike, blowing up near Snake Person 2 and Giant Cobra. That's bonus action. For movement, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, just up to the top corner. And then I'm going to target the Snake Person 2 again. And I'm going to attempt to throw a chromatic orb at them. Here we go. Oh, I'm blessed. Why am I rolling twice?
Advantage prone for some reason.
Oh, you didn't reset the prone. Well, that's 5 plus 3 plus 8, so that would be 16.
That is...
Yep.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
16's okay, cool.
It was red, I was
Maybe
like, oh, that's a miss. Wait, no.
little cold orb, or my type coloring, and that's another 11 damage to him, and that's bonus action, movement done.
Alright, legendary action.
Well, fuck.
That's fair. 6.
This is the problem when the squishy gets hit first.
40.
Oh, he has
Oh,
more
he
movement than
lost.
expected.
Well, he did do a lot of damage.
Yeah. You were the one who did the first hits.
Oh, he just moved?
Yep.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Good legendary action.
First we will go for...
Is it a bite or something? Like an attack roll? Okay, I'm gonna use silvery barbs to give him disadvantage.
Okay. That's a miss.
That's awesome. I'm gonna give the advantage. I'm gonna give the advantage to myself.
He goes in for a bite. You take
Ooh.
18 damage.
Cool.
Succeed on that, and then it'll swing with his scimitar.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. 18 damage.
That is also a hit.
Oh dear.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, my health is not being tracked on my own screen, so I can't see anything. I have no idea what health I was on.
You were on. So you took 18, and then took. So that you were on 10, and this just did 1 over.
Jesus Christ. Well, there goes my melt meteors.
Pickles. I mean, you got it off.
Yeah, but I lose. I still have 4 more shots on it. Pickles is going to up to here, and they're going to use their action to give the giant cobra disadvantage on their next check,
Fair enough.
using the hinder action.
Kaide, you're up. You're on deck.
Cool. Oh, what's the smartest play here? I don't like not friends of certain things. I think I'm going to use my action. Double check to make sure I don't have particular things, but then there's like something that I used to have. I don't have anymore. Fine. I am going to make short bow attack. Probably like this is like as the motion of like the cobra moving up. It's like, or I've already drawn the bow and probably aim a big shot. I'm going to target Snake Person 8, and as I like sort of take that little bit of aim instead of steady aim, I'm just going to activate the deep sight target. Lie at me.
Okay.
DC is 18.
Is it just it's persuasion or general charisma?
Deception.
Deception?
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Damn.
That's fine.
Yeah,
It's rolled
freak,
pretty
Steve.
low. Just take a normal shot then. I don't think that really.
Let's do a sneak attack anyway.
Yeah. No, I do not because they don't have an ally on 5 feet.
Yes, you do. You have.
He's attacking.
Yep.
He's attacking the ads.
Oh, I thought you were attacking the big boy.
No,
Never
because like
mind.
my original idea was like going to strike them anyway. Considering how fast that was, I don't think that would have changed, and I still want to get rid of some of the
Fair
skill
enough.
fry.
That's why I
Yeah.
focused down one of them too.
Yeah, I was hoping to plink them both, but I wasn't able to get what I wanted off. Pretty meh
Hits.
rolls.
7 damage.
Cool. And then as a bonus action,
You can't do that.
no, I'm just checking something. I can't. Oh right, I can't. Right, sorry. I keep thinking that's not a bonus action, that's a reaction anyway. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. Basically, like sling the bow over and like prepare to like hold out a short sword in like an attacking stance towards these two to see what they're gonna do.
Fair enough.
I might move 1 square forward,
Okay.
and that will be me.
Good question. What weapons do these snake people have? Do they have like bows or like swords, or what do they
These
hold
guys
on?
have bows. This
Alright,
guy
cool.
has like
Yeah.
2 scimitars.
I wouldn't have made it
Easy.
this turn.
This one will fire at K.
Yeah,
That's a hit.
like to uncanny dodge that, please.
Fair enough. You got him.
I love that ability.
It's like strike, just taking a fucking acrobatic twirl.
10 resistant to fire.
It's useful.
That's a attack. Right. Now you're on deck.
Alright. I am going to open up with a Burden Blood, which, because that is a casted at level 2, that will be 3d6 plus 3 temporary hit points. So I don't see any way of casting that specifically. It doesn't have like a little thing I can go into, so I just roll 3d6. Ah, awesome. Cool. Sorry. Also, I'm gonna do a gentle treatment. I'm just seeing I can. I'm just checking to see. Yes, wisdom. I had a little look at this earlier just to be sure. Awesome. So I'm going to use Burden Blood on Kaide. So, have you used that one before, Kay?
I have not actually.
Okay, so
HP, you can expend 5 to gain advantage.
yep.
All
So
removals today.
depending on-
Burden
yeah,
Blood?
so Burden Blood. Yeah. So if I roll really high, you'll be able to use some of that for advantage on my hits, so you can get your
thing.
big attack.
Yep.
That is for you. That is an okay
Three
roll. I
uses.
don't know.
3 uses even.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast that, and then my
5 to negate any disadvantage. Oh, that's useful. That is
Yeah.
really useful.
I had a good think about this before session, just because I was like, who would that be best for? I reckon Kaide.
Durability.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action, gentle treatment. I'm gonna use 2 of those to get Haito back up.
Fair enough.
He's looking not so good.
Unconscious now.
You're looking fine.
It's not too bad. 14 hit points, not too bad.
Yeah, that's half my max health.
And let me see, what's my movement? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just trying to sort of like box this guy in a little bit and get his attention off Haito.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Legendary action. Oh, actually, don't worry. You only do it once. Then
Oh.
it's the balance. No, you're up.
A plan? Plans change slightly. Haito is still looking rough and was absolutely mauled. So I'm going to give him a 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Did I
that's an
backwards?
unfortunate roll.
Honestly, even with that, I'm still almost. I'm at 20 out of 20. That's still a lot of health back for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't complain.
And then I will bonus action turn into a snow tiger.
Hell yeah.
Double check that's a stat sheet or not.
Jesus
There might
Christ.
be-
You might have a separate snow tiger sheet.
Yeah, that's what I'm double checking, but there is not.
No. Although the tiger one you gave me doesn't seem to be working. It doesn't give me stats.
I know.
Its extra ability is
Could be. Wait,
it
now?
has extra fluff.
Is it visible now?
There we go. Yep, got it now.
The UI for making something a secret name got changed, and I don't know which way it's supposed to work.
And then I'll just kind of stand protectively over Haito to and hope that it will hit me before it hits him.
It's mate sushi.
At the timeout corner while we
I know I made that joke before, but Mega. I like Mega as well.
Alright,
yeah, yep, that'll do.
snack. Burr. Super burr.
Oh, sorry, I did not mean to move myself.
Where are you going?
Now I was trying to move my map around. I'm still learning this, okay? I can't do it. Oh, there we go. W.A.F.T.A. Just going for a run, okay?
Who you shooting at?
Go shoot at Mac.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Alright. It opens its mouth and globs a big old poison at you.
Yeah, fuck, I can't say this is the worst.
Oh, no.
You do
I don't think I can do anything even with because I didn't have disadvantage.
You could spend 5 points to give yourself advantage. So that's probably attack roll only.
I think it's
Actually, don't know. Let me just have a look for you.
that attack advantage or to negate any disadvantage they would have. Nah, it's just only for attacks.
You know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm up again, so I can use Coronal Shift to let you reroll that.
Like, this one I can't. Like, I it's good at least.
Did you not use a reaction before?
I did not. No, I did. Never mind. I used the other one. Yep. Never mind.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
So
Boobs.
Oh.
I did buff myself for Silver Barbs.
You did.
I'm proud. So you hit me away.
You take 9 poison. Absorb.
Oh, that's a good D12.
That's not too bad.
Atsushi.
Could be a lot worse.
You. Hang on,
Honestly, the
see.
10 HP enough is really good.
I need to move things around so I can see the map and the combat tracker.
Fair enough. You
Yeah,
can
burn
change,
plug
it,
is
you
like
can
a
change the
spell.
top to the combat tracker.
Oh yeah, how did you do that again?
There's a little button right the far left, right underneath the.
Oh, that's so good.
I know I needed it to make sure I knew I was actually targeting the thing.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's go.
That is a miss.
Oh, okay.
That is a hit.
Okay.
Oh, you know what's AC?
Crack the code, guys. Here we go.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm prone, but I'm conscious.
You have a tiger in your face.
I have most of my health back, and I have advantage on one thing I can do. Okay, I'm just gonna open up by crawling under the tiger. So obviously, I'm gonna stand up and just move 5, 10, 15. Probably take an opportunity attack.
We'll do a swing here.
Yep, that's fair. I have most of my health. I'm pretty sure I can tank a hit.
Ooh, MP is so good.
No, you
I'm not prone anymore. I stand up first, then I move.
So drop the first 15, which is still a 22 to hit.
Yep, that's hits.
Okay, that's not very much.
13 damage.
Okay, 13. I'm on 7.
Oh,
I gotta manually track my health because it's not tracking automatically for some reason, like on my screen. Okay. But I'm up, that's the important thing. So, 5, 10, 15, that's all my movement just to get to here too. I'm gonna open up with a... that person's pretty badly hurt. Yeah, I have advantage. I'm gonna throw another chromatic orb, but this time at 2nd level.
Yep.
With advantage because of my silvery barbs hanging around. At Snack Person 2 to try and get them off the tracker.
Fair enough.
21 probably
That
hits.
does hit.
And with this, oh my god, that's pretty good.
16 damage.
Ah, still alive. Alright, and as my bonus action, I'm going to give Kaede a boost by pushing, using my telekinetic shove to push you 5 feet forwards.
Are you willing?
Yeah, sure.
And then if this move on the combination make it saving throw against you.
No, that's it for.
it's
No,
just like a gentle shove. Like in you get.
Also, AJ, would the attack roll have missed me if the big snake had disadvantage? Because Pickles was using their action to hinder the big snake on its next attack action.
If we're changing the advantage to disadvantage, you'd still roll. The 15 was the lower one.
Okay, that's not main. Doesn't change anything then. Easy, but I'm saying that's Pickles' action done. Action, bonus, action, movement. I'm finished. So, how do I do that? Hey, no, see that in my turn? I don't know what that did.
It is his turn.
It looks like it did.
Sweet.
It will first go ahead and wrap around its like freaky long body against Mago.
Oh no.
It is a miss. And then go ahead and bite Mago. hit.
Sorry.
And you take
Actually, hang on, I'm gonna just give myself the what I would have as tiger points in the Tempia points.
the mega sheet exists there.
Does it already work?
Yep.
Like if I remove them from the tiger sheet, it counts.
Yeah, it'll.
Okay.
It's fine. Right, boom.
Ooh.
Take 17
Right.
damage.
Yeah, okay, I see.
And then it will go for Scimitar. Against Kaede. Mario, I mean.
I was gonna say, yeah, that range?
Yeah, it's a magic one.
Just throws it.
Was that a miss?
That's a hit. That's a 23.
That's a hit. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save my last spell slot for now.
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about
Yeah.
me.
I'm worrying.
Take 9
Don't worry.
damage.
Worry.
What are you concentrating on?
Bless.
Bless. Yeah.
Alright, Pickles.
Oh no, wait, no. You,
Yes,
Um,
it's blessed.
Yeah, she's concentrating on bless.
Yeah,
the
someone's
Hungry
lost.
Vortex is also on her for some reason.
That should be gone. I took one ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pickles is going to do the same as before, use their action, but this time they're going to use their action to give the next person who attacks the giant cobra advantage. So basically, it's hinder again, but it does the same thing.
I mean, we're all gonna have, like, yeah, we're all gonna have advantage anyway.
She won't.
But then, slash. Just a quick like push forward and then rush along with it just to make a slash against it. We're not doing anything special here. Going on. I've used the bow, same dice anyway.
There's a. Dead.
And then with the kind of like sweeping like momentum, turning it around and then move another 5 feet here. I can't use my bonus action to make an offhand attack, so I only have the one melee weapon at the moment. So I'm just going to try and like, it's like almost like while like maybe parrying in combat, it's just analyzing where to strike it next. I'm just going to once again try to use deep sight targeting.
Alright.
Please lie to me.
Okay.
DC is a lot.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
It fails.
I have now figured out its weak points.
You did.
You can
And that
see through
is-
its. You can see through its
And
lies.
hit you, and it will. The eyes almost seem hypnotic as they wiggle around. You do succeed though.
Oh, thank you.
That could be bad. I don't want the rogue to get hypnotized.
Also, she's out of range of my chronal shift. I wouldn't be able to help anyway.
I just read. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's a turn. Mega.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, hang on, why is it in edit mode?
Because I'm changing your name.
Hey.
It's important.
Okay, cool.
Oh, let me do the thingy that I need to do. Oh,
You good?
yeah. That was just the thing you could do.
Yeah.
It is a miss.
Oh,
You
wait,
have
hang on.
advantage because she's flanking.
Yeah, one sec. Not much better.
Still a miss.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that makes
That,
there we
On the
go.
other hand. That's what
The
we
bite
want.
is the stronger of the two, generally.
Hell
Hey.
yeah.
Sick. Oh, and then I will use a bonus action to use Combat Wild Shape and gain a 1d8 health,
Fair enough.
Hmm.
which I'm just going to throw onto the table.
Right, Johnny.
Yep, so I'm on 12. Cool.
Oh yeah.
And that costs a spell slot. One sec.
Okay. Alright. So with the Necklace of Prayer Beads smiting, can I call that after, like a regular smite, or would you like me to call that before?
That's this counts as used magic item, so you need
Okay,
to do it
sorry.
before.
Alright, I'm going to attempt because I have the advantage with Mega. I'm going to try and smite this dude.
I also think that's how it should work.
Well, I'll
Say
say
anything
with
specifically, but it makes sense that I'd have to call it because, you know, being a magic item.
yeah, but with the
concentrate.
casted smites, they last until your next attack hits.
It's a concentration.
lose
roll.
Yeah,
bonus.
I think a lot of those concentration smites are until you smack.
If it's concentration, I better not then, because I don't want to lose my bliss. I can only concentrate. Alright, that's fine. I will. Oh, I actually haven't equipped my spell slot yet either. I'm just gonna go for a standard hit then.
Do it.
Just hope that I can do a little bit of damage.
You have advantage.
Just with my scimitar.
Mater.
Oof,
That is a miss.
that's a really bad roll. That's fine. I have one last gentle treatment left. I'm just looking, how's everyone doing? Haito's looking pretty sick again, but he is kind of out of combat. And I also probably wouldn't be able to see you from where you are.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff between me and you.
I'm gonna hold on to that gentle treatment for now, I reckon.
Alright.
And just try to attract this guy's attention still.
Legendary action.
Okay.
For a bite. Minor hits.
Oof, that's not good.
Take 19 damage.
Ow.
Your bless is gone.
Okay, damn.
Atsushi.
I'm going to use my reaction to use Chronal Shift to let her re-roll the concentration on Bless. So roll a d20, Tez.
Oh, sorry. Another.
And it's still up. There you go. Bless is back.
Thank goodness.
Alright, second verse. Hopefully it's same as the first. By which.
Bless.
Yes!
You hit.
I was going to say, Atsushi has advantage anyway, because that's what Pickles is finally able to
Pickles
use
would
it.
be the first person to attack, which would be.
Okay.
Maybe.
I assumed you were playing the first person who didn't have it. Doesn't matter, he crit anyway.
You did crit. So 16 damage.
Yeah, I need it. Alright, and then that was
Sorry.
floor. Yeah.
Just wondering, was I on a +3 to hit? Like, I know this is probably more to do with Pedal Knight, but just wondering because I believe they go off wisdom for their attacks, do they? Or...
Yeah, for the spell stuff.
Oh, that was my scimitar. Everything's +3. I'm sure it's fine. I'm just wondering.
I don't know where that feature will be because it might even be a higher level. It seems like someone can have
It's
a
okay. It doesn't really matter.
I'm pretty sure it might be a higher level thing.
Yeah.
Hadley, you're up.
Class.
Alright, oh yeah, we killed the other dude.
Pedal.
Alright, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 this way. Clearing some distance between me and the big boy. Far away from this one, 35, 25, 30. Cool, I'm in the middle of the room. Perfect. Alright. I'm going to use... what's the range of this? Is... Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to use my bonus action first to use my combat maneuver rally, which means I can give someone some temp hit points. How much is it? I think it's
It's a spirit
1d.
die roll, so
I think it's either 1d8 or 1d6 based on what my feed gives me. Martial adept.
it's the lowest it is.
And what was this d8? Wow, no, d6.
Is it
No,
not D8?
he wants to
Oh,
die,
it must
dies
be-
d6.
it must be an actual thing that's D8 then.
Yep. Alright, so that's a d8 plus my charisma modifier, which is 1. So I'm going to give Mayu 7 temporary hit points.
Thank you. I don't even know what my hit points are at the moment.
I don't know why I didn't just apply it directly to you, but yeah, you have 7 temporary hit points added to you.
Thank you.
You have to manually add them though. As my action, into combat, I'm going to spend my 3rd level spell slot to cast a chromatic orb at max level, at third level, at Big Snake.
Alright.
Don't see anything about using wisdom as a hat.
21.
Hit.
I believe it only adds an extra d8 per level, right? Not 2? Yeah, only 1 d8. So that's 5d8 cold damage to the giant cobra.
Ooh.
That's pretty good damage.
Damage.
That's fucking 32 damage is pretty nice.
Oh my god.
You know
That's
what?
bonus action, action, and movement done.
Alright.
That's
here.
3 max damages.
Turn. We'll do a boss refresh.
Yep.
Bonus action.
I mean, getting him to burn his self-heal is pretty good.
And he will continue his attack. Bullseye and constrict. Fire. That hits.
I'm going to use my reaction to Silvery Bob's that attack, giving him disadvantage.
Still hits.
Yeah, you've had it anyway.
I'm giving the advantage to myself again.
Now grappled and restrained.
Yeah.
Go for the bite. Advantage to follow up on that.
Goodbye,
Sort
Tiger.
of this elongated torso wraps around Mayu.
Oh dear.
Hits with that.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Bye.
To Mayu. And Bless is now down again. And
Right.
then it'll, like, with its like body sort of wrapped around, not looking at Mega, will then use the scimitar to strike him, like its face is twisted and contorted around Mayu. And hits.
Yes,
And then no look stab.
Big 10.
Okay.
Pickles is going to use his action to bite the cobra.
Go ahead.
Pickles has a +4 to hit. Holy shit.
Oh my god, Pickles is out for blood.
Pickles does one.
Out for blood today.
Pickles does a flat 1 damage, so it takes 2 points of damage from Pickles. There you go.
Pickles is like, this is the bitch that gives me scritches.
Yeah, straight to the eyes. Like a magpie does best. That's Pickles' turn.
Fight it.
At least default.
I know, right?
Seeing all that happen, I think her first response is to, like, almost in part of the same, like, movement of action, shove away the creature in front. Not as like an actual shove, like the idea of like slightly taking out the bow, shoving, turning around to take a shot at the large cobra, using that 5 temporary hit points to kind of mitigate the disadvantage.
Yep.
To then make an attack against this thing and hope for a sneak attack.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's yep. Take off 5, my temporary points go down to 2.
There's a miss.
Nothing I can add to that.
No. I already used my reaction to give it a roll that it already beat.
Seeing that it missed, like almost with the bow, like afterwards, like turn back and just like holds the creature back, like looking back constantly to make sure that everything's going to turn around at some point. But for bonus action, I am going. I don't actually have a hex, so never mind. I'm not going to do anything. Got nothing for a bonus.
Alright, the reaction.
I need that dagger.
It's gonna keep.
I need the dagger. Oh, that would have been worth it.
Actually, why not?
No, please don't.
Please don't.
Woo.
You don't want cat attack
Alright,
here.
roll a DC 10 wisdom save.
Oh, no, that's just. Hang on.
Come on,
Sorry.
Archie. Now it's not the time.
Every time-
Why you roll twice?
Well,
First one
first
failed.
5.
This one failed. Alright,
Yeah.
let me I'll roll it. D3, so
He kills Pickles.
Go for Cobra, roll a damage roll next.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
That's what we want.
Good boy.
If Atsushi got mad and ate pickles, I'd be so upset.
That's funny
now
though.
that's claw, but it's the
Oh
same.
Jesus.
my!
Yay.
Okay, damage. Alright.
Hilarious.
Good
This
boy.
one
So
will.
funny.
This one will.
Do something.
Gunk. Kaido. Gunk attack.
There. No.
It doesn't know. That's all it can do.
It's like I'm
As
too
it,
busy right
tries
now.
to, as it tries to gunk with like the bowstring just like pulling up its neck to face the sky.
There you go.
It dunks on its own face.
Ooh. No.
Come on, go that nat 20. Right?
It's just
Yes. Hey!
back damage.
Hey, look at you go.
Still up.
Unfortunate. How am I looking? Yeah, I'll do another heal. That's my last first level.
Weird.
Alright.
600.
6.
It's just a flat die. It's not add anything.
Alright. Mayu, death save, and you have your bonus action. You cannot really move because you're still grappled and restrained by this like, upper torso area.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
right, those are
death save. Just do that. That's pretty bad. It's okay. So I got a bonus action. Can I use the gentle treatment as a bonus action?
You can use it as a bonus action.
Yep, that's what it is. I can heal. So it says heal one creature you can see.
You can see
Yeah.
yourself in that, yes.
Yeah, you can see yourself.
Cool.
Where's the
I
mirror? I
am
need a mirror.
Still,
Hand up your
like,
face.
Or
Yeah,
only if
it's-
you're not invisible.
Mm.
I was just thinking that.
So invisible. It's just a, like, kind of like partially knocked out, sort of like opens her eyes, just like tries to like kind of cast the ability. And just roll that on myself.
So, remember, with this, you can negate 5 to remove the combat fatigue you'll get. You probably won't, but in general.
Good to know.
Fine. Yeah.
Or is it 10? I don't remember. It's a number. And then a
it's 10.
smaller number after that.
Okay. All good. Yeah, so I'm still grappled and restrained, and there's nothing else I can do.
You can do, yeah, you've got your attack still, because you're...
Oh, I got my
returning
attack,
again.
sorry.
Yeah.
Now you're back up, so you have your action back.
Oh, okay.
At least
For
I
some
think
reason,
that's
I
how
did
it
not.
works.
Grappled and restrained, can I attack?
Yeah,
When
you
I'm
should-
Yeah, you have
have
disadvantage.
Oh,
But then you have
okay.
advantage because you have Magar opposite you anyway.
So
Just
it's
hit
flat.
Yeah, just hit advantage. So there's an order
Well-
of this.
I'm going to try and smite them because I need to die.
Is smite
It's
action or
horrible.
bonus action?
That's
It's
the bonus
a
action.
oh, actually, yeah, no, never mind. Take that. God damn it!
I mean, you can use it if you want, it just means you can't attack the sword after.
No, because I use my bonus action to heal.
Yeah, but I allow up casting as long as, like, up interchanging a bonus for an action, but it just means you can't do the attack part of the action for a smite.
Either way, you
Got
hit.
concentration. Either way, you hit.
Awesome.
Kill it.
Just
And
do
you
it.
killed it.
Oh my fucking god, that's awesome! She's just like goes up, like holds the sword out and just slashes it across the net as it like drops her on the ground.
It's not paying attention because it thinks it's like you're already dead.
It's just yeah.
Yeah. As Mayu like is just breathing, like still barely gasping as she falters a little. She gets back up, lays like a hand in herself, and magic innovates across her body. At which point she just swipes very lazily with the scimitar against the cobra, who's now facing May, slicing its head off as it proofs into thing, and Mayu slowly falls, not that super high, onto the ground once more.
She doesn't get back up.
That's a shoe.
Okay. Hang on. 5. Hang on. I need to work out how to do diagonal large creatures.
You just do the one square. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you just
yeah.
go to the square that you're
It's
supposed to
like
go to.
like
Yeah.
across, yeah, one across, one down. So
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
I
Can just make it.
Roll the one and hit me. Hit Coyote. Do it before.
no, don't do it, James. Don't hit me again. Stop.
That's a hit.
Oh man.
Oh, really?
Hit?
Yeah.
Wow, this guy's a
Snake.
Do 7 to ambush.
top scales.
That's also a hit.
That's a hit. It's dead.
Yay!
Easy.
Disaster, she sees what
Yeah.
happens, just immediately directs their attention to the lone Wanty left, runs over, charges at full speed. We'll say it goes for the pounce, even though they didn't actually go for the pounce. But they went for the pounce,
Yeah.
and just landed on
Drops
top
that
of
ball.
Kaede,
Mhm.
as combat is in fact good.
Haito is going to do what he usually does. Pickles will fly around and collect all the orbs,
Let me
all the shards,
generate
and Haito
them.
stumbles over to Mayu to help her up.
Yeah, my first instinct would be to also just rush over to make sure she's okay, considering she just said she didn't come back up.
I'm trying to think because I don't actually. What I rolled a 7, so I have 7 hit
Yeah,
points.
maybe.
So not great.
Yeah, I also have 7 hit points.
Oof.
Yeah, but that's like less.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe we'll drop the tiger and rush over to Mayu as well.
Just kind of like in that like sort of like days like we've just been fighting a lot and
Yeah.
she's just kind of nearly died, so she's sort of like not quite like
No, ignore
like
that.
head's
like,
sort of not quite right yet.
I think the first thing that Kaede would do would be like to like rush over immediately after she's like pounced on. Like notices that you're probably like still lay on the ground, just like kneels, just tries to like lightly just wake you up, like in that sort of like, kind of like how you were trying to wake someone up from like a daze. Just like,
Yeah.
hey, just don't fall completely unconscious. Keep yourself awake. Don't know what could happen. You might just be. She then like sort of takes a quick breath.
Is it over? Are we done?
Yes. You put that
Okay.
thing down.
May's gonna give her a heal.
And then yeah, like if you want to be put to your feet, Kaede will help with that. Otherwise, she'll leave you.
Once she
Well,
gets
like
that
that,
healing,
yeah.
she feels that extra bit of strength here. She sort of like takes the hand and like gets back up again.
Yeah, almost like kind of holding her on the shoulder, like arm along, like just tries to lift you up just a little bit, just slowly, like yeah, making sure that you're standing before being left alone.
What was I
I
gonna say?
think I'm okay.
Maya, can you roll me
Yeah.
a D100 another tower?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Fancy. You die.
Yeah, as you stand up, as the beasts have all folded, especially the creature in front of you, as Pickles goes around
Ooh.
picking up the claws. Next to it, where the creature lied, left is a eyeball of the Wanty. As the
Oh.
last drop.
I think this might be important. She just
Well?
like picks it up.
Our second monster part with the Minotaur horn and now the Yanti eye. Probably used to make a potion or something. That's pretty cool. Oh, thank you for the healing.
You're welcome. I apologize, it wasn't much.
I'll take what I can get.
If I have enough
That's like
space
half
for
his
this.
hit points.
I don't know if I have enough space to carry it, actually.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh no, I should do because I'm wearing this. No, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I'm at max capacity, so I can't take shit.
Yeah, I'm at 20's the max, isn't it? Or
Mm,
23 with the backpack.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's aside for whatever you're constantly keeping equipped on you.
Yeah, because I'm at 20.
Yeah. I have mine set up so it counts the
Yeah.
backpack items as nothing, so I'm at 20 as well.
Yeah, that's how I've got it set as well. So yeah, I'm
That's
at full.
okay.
I mean, I guess we could just hold it.
You know what I just realized? I've completely forgotten about my Ring of spell storing this entire time. You know what's in my Ring of spell storing?
What?
It's
Kill it?
Two silvery barbs, a level 2 cure wounds, and a bless.
I love you. You're great.
Okay, we still have it.
Yeah, we
He, like,
next time.
goes to put
Yeah.
the claws into like the bag, realizes the ring on his finger, like, oh.
Oh yeah, this.
Just
Tell me
like,
not playing for so
hides
long.
it. Doesn't say anything.
Yeah, just like puts a glove on, just like, yeah. You always wear that glove? Oh yeah, I always do.
Well, now that we've beaten the boss, that usually means we can go back up if we want. Or we should need to go do the second floor.
Well,
No, thank you.
in order to leave, there's usually these halfway points anyway. That's how it was in the last place. That's how it is
yeah.
even in the game.
Yeah, you can in like the next room should be a like thing to go down and a thing to leave.
Mm.
So it should be
Everyone
worth
else
at least.
okay?
I was gonna say
Oh.
before I started talking, but it was my fault. I was muted.
Go for it.
As Pickles is like picking things up, he gives you a minor and a base call of the Yonti, and then he seems to struggle with the one that drops from the big guy, which seems to be a greater call, which is probably as big as putting your two hands next to each other. It can fit like
Oh, Lord.
comfortably in that.
Oh, right.
Yep, Ido walked over and helped pick
Oh.
up the greater core.
God.
Drops it into the pouch as well. I was like, well, that should fetch us a pretty penny, that's at least. I'm assuming, AJ,
It's
you give me two minor core. You give me two minor cores and one standard core. I think it's probably meant to be one-on-one.
It's one minor, one Yonti core, and then one
Greater.
yeah.
Yeah, you gave me two of the minors, so I got rid of one of them.
Did I?
The hell
Yep,
are we
we
gonna get
haven't fought
cobblestone?
any-
Oh,
we haven't fought any with you.
Okay. Oh no, there was other Yonti here. Remember?
Nope, didn't remember that.
It was
Added a callback.
Yeah, you should have three.
It was
Greater.
two regular Yuati and the big boy.
Mm.
Yeah, you should have. Like 5 Yonti.
Oh, I have two.
We're on base.
One minor.
I have one base, one greater, and two minor.
Alright, I'm just gonna change that 2 minor to 4 minor because you did fight like 3 Yonti before,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I believe they dropped cores.
Nah, make it base.
No.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, continue talking. My bad. I was saying that out loud. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm muted.
Oh yeah, alright, they can't hear me.
Yeah, that works. That's what happens when you eat
Uh,
chicken.
So back to the surface it is. I guess the whole point of this was to, well, prepare ourselves for what comes next. And what better way to prepare ourselves than to do a dungeon dive?
How are we all feeling after that?
Yeah, I'm okay. Everyone else
Not.
okay? No one got bit? No poisons? No, you know.
I'm
Ah,
fine.
I'm-
I'm tense.
I'm fine. I didn't. It was a little frustrating that yet again the big snake decides to eat me. Last time the kobolds was also a bit frustrating, but that's what I get for being out of position, I guess. I thought
You
I'd be
just
safe up
gotta-
in the corner.
Quick on the draw.
Reptiles just don't like you.
Mr. Fast Hands here just shoots off these powerful spells and gets all the attention. Didn't
like-
get a chance to hit any of them before they all thought, hey, look at this guy, and then they all attacked you.
It is the slight disadvantage of going first. You become the primary threat, and it had just enough space to slip through.
The thing I thought I was far enough away to be okay. I was off by about 10 feet.
It's definitely a lot faster than I thought he was.
Well, let's go back up to the surface and turn these cores in, get paid, and see what we can do with that eye and these. We still have this flame elemental core that you guys wanted to see if we can turn into a weapon of some kind, I believe.
Hmm. We
can get
got
someone
all
a
these gems
flaming
and stuff
sword.
that we got too that we were thinking of selling. Some of them.
Yes, we do have the bloodstones. A few things. I have a coin with a 3-year future minting date.
Do you take old currency?
Also,
Or
I still
new
have this.
currency?
I still have this love potion that we haven't yet decided what to do with.
I think we were just gonna sell that.
I don't know if we should.
Kind of the problem, like. It'd be probably worth good money, but also maybe I should just go throw it in the ocean.
Maybe
yeah,
you can throw it in the ocean.
The fish, no.
Yeah, help the population.
Oh.
That is walking towards the stairs, hoping that these stairs give you a way back up as well as down.
Let's see. What's behind door
Yeah,
number
that's-
3? Is
This
it
is where
boss loot?
AJ hits us with the nope. It keeps going. Oh god, the dungeon keeps going.
Yep.
If,
so
if,
open the door.
if that's the case, May's going to be very upset because she's assuming and banking on the fact that we can just leave now.
Hold on, this
This
might be
seems
the
to
Stanley
be-
Parable.
As you open, yeah, the other side of the door, you see another, what's it called? Another room. On this, it just seems to be a standard room of this crypt with lots of pictograms and hieroglyphs of the area. However, there's one major wall that you walk out with a door that seems to be inscribed with text.
What does it say?
See what language is on there.
Goblin?
Um,
Abyssal, Draconic, Goblin, Primordial, Sylvan.
Yeah, I don't suppose it's in Sylvan.
Not Draconic? Damn.
So both,
Celestial and Elven.
so both Hayato and Kaede,
Yes!
Celestial.
Is it the Goblin?
seems to be sort of shimmering between a bunch of languages that you all can't tell, but Hayato you can pick up on one and Kaede the other, one being Draconic
Oh.
text, the other being Celestial.
Oh.
And it reads,
Ooh.
the Snake of Flame's presence is granted after the King Cobra is appeased.
The what?
The Snake of Flame's presence is granted after the King Cobra is appeased.
Does
So,
Murdoch-
What's
We
the
had-
what's the doors ahead of us?
They're just doors.
Just doors?
Hatter rubs his forehead and he goes, I think this means that this is a mini-boss that was required to defeat before we have to fight the major boss.
Oh.
I also think this means we entered this room through the back. I'm
Like we were
hoping,
supposed to come through this. This is the entrance where we are now.
potentially, even though the room was oriented, it makes more sense the other side, but, you know, who would see this text on the way out? God, okay, so that means there's another boss on this floor, potentially. Are any of these 3 doors like the sand waterfalls, or are they just regular doors?
They just seem to be regular doors.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, we've
point
had-
out, as you turned around, the sand waterfall that was guarding your presence, much like a door in Dark Souls or in Shadow Life, is faded, is gone. There is no waterfall present anymore.
yeah, so we could go back the other way if we wanted to.
Okay.
So, do we want to? If we've had a bit of a rest today, do we want to have another rest potentially to recuperate ourselves a bit more, or do we want to find somewhere safe adjacent and have a longer rest?
I don't have very much left, so
I have 2 spell slots left, a first and a second.
I am fully tapped on spells. But
That sounds like a
Health's alright.
consensus.
Find somewhere safe and have a bit of a longer rest then. Well, we have rations for a while. I think I opened my bag. We have 45 days with the rations in here, so I think we'll be okay.
would this be safe enough here?
3 closed doors and a boss room to our back. Unless the boss resets, I think we'd probably be okay.
We don't know what would happen. It could or it couldn't.
If
we
it does
go back
reset,
through that room and it does reset, then we have to fight it again, unless we
Guaranteed.
figure out how to get back the other way.
The Snake of Flames' presence is granted after the King Cobra is appeased.
Snake of Flames. Isn't the snake of the god of fire is this phoenix, right? It's not a snake, yeah?
Or like a dragon?
We already killed the
Yeah.
We
dragon.
go back to the dragon.
Snake
Open
of
the
Flames.
portal.
We did this
I'm
all
thinking
backwards.
it's more. I'm thinking potentially it's more talking about some kind of salamander or something.
Seconds.
Yeah. Or...
Oh, that's a poison. It's not fire.
But also, did we didn't really appease the King Cobra? We just kind of assuming that was it. We just murdered it.
Or it could be.
I'm just gonna go AFK for a short moment. We'll do
Okay.
that. You guys decide where we go. What
All
we do?
good.
Again, this is why I'm thinking it's potential that maybe we're meant to enter from the opposite side, and we could talk to the snake, but we didn't do that. So, do you want to rest here and search through these other pathways once we have had a nice rest? I can put the bubble up, so no matter what room we're in, we have somewhere to sleep. It's safe.
Yeah, we can go for that then.
Nice,
Yep.
no problem.
I
I move.
let me
Tell me
know
more
when
about
the
it.
bubble is ready to appear so I can step in. For a brief period though, I'm going to just check the doors just to make sure they're
Not trapped.
yes.
Easy. Well, no problem. And yeah, I'm just gonna set the bubble on a ritual spell to build the bubble up in this top corner.
I will spend a bit of time while he's doing that, just checking the doors. Like, I'll basically, instead of doing it quickly, I'll make sure to spend a lot of time on each since I will have the time
Yeah,
to
roll
thoroughly check and make
investigation.
sure.
We roll investigation with advantage, and we'll count that for all 3 doors.
Cool.
Let me get my document that I've open.
23 total.
The one at the far bottom, it doesn't seem to be trapped
Cool.
or have any runes or anything like that.
No point opening it.
You push, if you wanted to push it open, you could. Let me get my pit off. Sorry, I just ate some wicked wings. They are spicier than I thought they were going to be.
They are wicked.
They are, in fact, wicked.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Who would have thought?
It's more likely than you think.
No, AJ, that's echoes. Just because you have the brain rot doesn't mean we play echoes right
I'm good.
now.
Echo for the Forgotten, because I don't remember what it's like.
It's like we got a big page document full of all the information you ever need.
That's very true.
You should know exactly what happened.
I don't remember what it's like to play it.
Yeah, the same with
Oh.
the middle one, and the top one has a puzzle on it, like before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sliding or
Yeah, some generic lock puzzle that you need to finagle with to open.
hit the dots, and then you draw it together to make a puppy.
It's a memory game.
I'm bad at those.
How are you bad at memory?
I have bad memory.
Very self-explanatory.
What do you want from me?
Hey, at least she's honest, okay?
Right,
Why do you think I write down my notes?
Can I have another one of you roll a d100 for me into the tower?
Oh,
Oh,
hate you.
you know what? I rolled a D100 before. I'll let someone else do it. I don't want to take all the D100s.
I'll have plenty to come, so go ahead.
Someone else did it. Good.
Dilbo / I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
You're sorry.
Alright. I'll apply a long rest. If that's what everyone's doing.
Yeah.
And I will, I think I'll call for a buyer right now. Seems to be
I just
the time
went.
to Just seems like a good time
What
to
about
roll
again?
a buyer
I don't need to go
for a
again.
little bit.
Mhm.
Not for too long, because Darren's going to do a buyer, I assume now. So then, I mean, I can quickly go. And then
I'm gonna go, so-
Yeah.
I think he's put a load of washing on.
vibrant.
And I sit here.
Same. I went before because I was busted and I couldn't wait any longer, and I was like, oh, I should have just waited. Here I am, playing RuneScape. Wasting my life. Playing RuneScape.
It's not a waste if you're having fun.
It's a vague version of fun. Because I'm currently just clicking a wall and getting a thing that goes into a thing that then turns into ore, which I put in my bank. It's not very interesting. It's more of an addiction. You don't smoke for fun, you just do it.
It's contentment. Satiating.
It costs lots of money. Tastes bad. It hurts your throat. You can't stop yourself. Well, I can't because I don't smoke, but you know. I'm assuming that's what it's like.
Theoretically.
I mean, I think at this point, I wouldn't call like it's like WoW. You know, after a while, it's less playing a game and more being held hostage by a game.
No, don't use Sats WoW. WoW is actually like I do get like more levels of enjoyment from WoW when I'm in a good guild. RuneScape is like it like appeals to that. Hey, look at me! Look at the big number I've got. Part of my brain.
I have number.
I have big number. Look at my big number cape. Look how good I am. And then that's it. And once I hit too many big number, I'll get bored of it probably.
That's honestly me with Star Rail. Like now that I'm at the point where I can like properly build characters, I build characters like enough to the point where I'm like, oh, big number, and then I get bored and I go do something else. And then I'll come back and I'll build a new character. I won't finish like min-maxing the first character. They're built enough. They do number, but then I'll build another number.
Yeah, see, I'm far enough into RuneScape where it's like I'm just working towards the big end game things.
The biggest number. The all
Listen.
99s.
Nah, I gotta work for that T-bow. Give me a twisted bow.
See, I just want the big number. I think with group stuff I enjoy it more because it's like I'm helping the rest of the party. Like just like, yay, I can do this thing which no one else can do because I haven't wanted to grind in this boring area for their entire lives. And then it's helping them because I'm doing the boring stuff no one else wants to do. I'm the janitor of the group.
We respect the janitors.
Exactly. You gotta respect the janitors. They clean your floors.
I respect them more than I do the CEO.
Exactly. Fuck the CEO. They didn't do anything.
They took my money.
They just take your money and get bonuses.
Oh no.
Eat the rich.
Yummy.
Yum yum yum, rich people. Extra fat. Lots of marbling.
Y'all? Gonna go like, medium rare or what are we doing?
I mean, it depends on like what you're into, really. I used to be a blue steak kind of person, and then I realized that I got, standards, and I just cooked it for a minute longer.
I realized that I should value myself more.
I used to eat steak blue, and it's basically just like eating raw meat.
Uncooked, yeah.
It's just like, it's slightly
It's
seared
good
on the outside, and then you're like, oh yeah, no, this is kind of the room temperature on the inside.
And then when you finally cook it for once, like, oh, this is what it.
Like, oh, it's actually quite nice now. This is what the fat tastes like when it's, been cooked.
That's why I fucking love my nice medium rare. I want just standard medium. It's the best way to cook a steak.
Yeah, medium rare or medium. I
So
sometimes, if I'm feeling like extra adventurous, medium well, but that's adventurous. We don't go there very often. I like the crunchy.
No. It's actually not very good for you.
Oh, absolutely it isn't. That's why I said adventurous.
I don't know. It just once it loses that juiciness, it's sort of like.
Yeah. That's why
Hang
medium
on,
well
what's
is like as far as I'll go, because anymore I don't like it. But like the medium well has that extra crunch for like, a little bit of the juiciness, but you still get a bit of it.
Saying all of this, I don't eat steak at all now. It's
Yummy.
completely off the menu for me, including any other meat. You can keep your steak.
I
I'll just
will. I'll
remember
keep.
the flavor of it.
I bought more steak today. I'm pretty excited to cook it. Got that yummy smoked salt that I want to use.
Have I ever had to use that? Have I just been failing?
What is it? An item of yours you forgot about?
No, I just failing to forget things. I was reading my features. I was like, it's been a while. I should reread my features. You know, I might find something that I don't remember. Anytime I make a wisdom insight check to determine whether a creature is lying, I treat it a roll of 7 or lower than 8.
Fair enough.
Which means that the roll is at minimum an 18.
What's this?
Ear for defeat. I think
I
that's
think
the
we're all
thing.
here.
My insights to tell if people are lying is 18 minimum.
This chicken, that chicken had double the spice the Wicked Wing should have.
And that should be the normal.
I'm not
Honestly,
into spicy food.
you want Wicked Wings to kind of punch you in the mouth a little bit.
I'm already beaten up.
Yeah, dude, but I was like suspecting like normal Wicked Wings, and then I got like these ones. I'm like, oh.
I like my food not to hurt me. I like
didn't-
it
yeah,
to
I
make me happy.
I can handle the hate. It was just like this is not what I expected. It was the unintentional heat that was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm too Caucasian.
I want my
For that.
wicked wings to just be wings.
No.
I just want them to be salt.
That's what
Salt.
an original-
Salt's my spice, thank you.
That's what an
Salt
original
and
food
air.
is.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, keep this banter up for half a second. I forgot to get a
That's
bottle.
it. Look,
Okay.
if that Wicked Wing isn't like decking me in the face, like, what's the point?
My schnoz ain't being decked. What's the point?
No,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
makes me sad, and then
I want to be
hurts my
crying
mouth.
in happiness.
No, I don't. It makes me cry in sadness.
Well, I'll take that.
I accidentally put
Make
too
me
much
feel.
spice. I put too much spice in my pumpkin soup one time I was making, and when I say too much spice, I put a little bit of chili powder in it. I was like,
And
I
enough
don't like this.
spice.
And
I put a little bit of
Darian
pepper in it. It's like, ooh, too much.
Alright, back.
Darian was like, "Oh, this is so good," and me and Charlie were just like, "No."
Dying.
Charlie like took a mouthful of it and just cried. I'm like, "Yep, that's my daughter."
I would do that too.
She just cried and wouldn't eat it
Good
anymore. I would like to on this long rest use the 1 hour of work to do special cookies, special campfire cookies. I just make sure I have. Let me see. Yep, cooking ingredients.
Are you ready casting Mage Armor?
Of course. Yeah, very first thing I'm doing is when I get up, get my spell slots back, and immediately recast Mage Armor.
During this short rest as well, May will like kind of separate herself from the group a little and like go into a corner and pulls out some ink, like an ink pen and a book that she like rips. Actually, no, and then she like starts writing in it. And once she's finished writing, she'll like rip out the pages and like fold them up and just like pocket them in just in her clothing.
Book.
This is day 2 on the dungeon, right?
Day 3.
Day 3, okay. 'Cause
Yeah, the second
you had
was
a long
sleeping.
rest after the
Dragon.
And then,
Yeah,
yeah,
and that was when we came back last time.
yeah. Yeah, cool. So this is day 3 on the dungeon. 2 long rests. Fair enough. Cool.
Had 2
Alright.
long rests.
So I can make this special treats. So was that equal to my proficiency bonus? That's my proficiency bonus is 3.
4. Yeah, apparently it's
4. Okay, so I can only make 2.
yes.
I might do the short rest one then, because that's only gives me. Let's see. Yeah, so it only gives 2 temporary hit points as well, so it's not actually that good. Or could I do both? Because it's like one's a short rest, one's a long rest. Would I be able to make like both?
Doing the short rest one is going to exceed the time for you that would go into the long rest sort of deal.
Okay.
Like,
Alright.
it'll be
I'll do the
interrupting
short
your
rest.
long rest.
What do you guys reckon? What are you feeling? You thinking I could do the short rest one, which is basically like, I think it's like a son of, what is it? Yeah, so
I'm
end of the
saying,
short rest
if you do the short rest, you're not gonna have the long rest. Like, you would have to restart. Which means you probably take an extra hour if you do it at the start of the long rest. But because you're doing it, it will interrupt the no downtime that you need for the long rest.
Okay. Alright, so I have to do the long rest one, which is at the end of an hour.
Yeah.
This end of the long rest. Okay, that's fine. I will. Which is just so I can only make 2 of them, which is a pain. But I will make 2. Does that use up just one?
Yes.
One.
Just use
Yeah.
one,
Cool.
one sort of things.
Easy. I'll just take that off at 19 left. And I will give them to.
Plus, there is a stipulation for the short rest that they need to expend hit die to gain the benefit.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
For
is
healing.
what you're doing, yeah.
8 hours after being made. A creature can use bonus action to eat one of those traits to gain temporary hit points equal to their proficiency bonus. Equal to your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
I'd say the
Okay.
probably 2 best people for that would be yourself and Kaede.
Yeah.
Maybe May. If May's going to be tanking, then May could also be useful for it.
It'd also just be good for you to have just for temp HP reasons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep
I'm
going.
going to make 2 of them, and she'll keep one for herself and give one to Kaide. And they'll just be little campfire cookies.
Oh no, my inventory.
I will be kind and let them be stored in the rations box.
My inventory.
Is it something that we can just kind of like? Because they last 8 hours. And do we just want to use them right now? Because I can
Don't
just.
worry. When I get the like done, I'll make sure to draw pockets, and that's where the cookies will go. So that way AJ can't say it's in my inventory.
I will also mention, because I forgot to, your artificer and your rangers leveled up to 4.
Oh hell yeah!
Did you?
I'm
Was there any
playing with-
switching of XP pooling at the moment?
Not XP
no.
pooling. Whether or not I switch class. No, I shouldn't while we're in a dungeon.
Okay, so everything's going to the same slots they were before.
Yep.
Still want to
Until it
Artificer.
hits 5th.
Okay.
Same.
Alright.
Actually, mine's going to Artificer until the rest of the party hits 5th. Then I'm changing back to Wizard.
I'm going to put the 10 hit points on myself now, but it's up to you whether or not you want to eat it now or not.
The last 8
Hey.
hours.
Yeah, well, just if it's 8 hours, I'll take it.
Yeah, might as well
Probably
eat it
part
now.
of the. It'd be probably part of the morning rations as like a little side dish.
It is like a campfire cookie that has a little smiley face drawn on it.
No.
Adorable.
However,
Is it-
it's been made. I don't know. Like
She is
chocolate.
pleased to partake in your cookies.
Alright, fair enough.
Alrighty. Well,
Is it just 2 hit points? Or 10 points?
Yeah, it's not much. It's not much.
It's just for Kaide
Just for them
and
two.
Mayu.
That's fine. A little bit helps.
No, it's just for Kaide and Mayu.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that
we
was
don't
it.
hear them.
Yeah, sorry, I can only make 2, so I made
No, no,
like.
okay. No, that's okay. I heard something about May might be able to have one, and then I zoned out.
it's okay, May. Hi to pats you on the shoulder. We don't need cookies.
I'm sorry.
you're like holding a plate, and like you grab one and kind of, and like Mayote like puts her hand out to grab one. There's just nothing.
No, she keeps
Do
it
you want
very,
it?
very quiet.
there. No. If there's only 2 mainers, there's only 2.
I would 100% like if it was because it's not open, but if it was,
Yeah, I'm
Kaede
you
probably
guys were
would have.
asleep. I took the last watch
Yeah.
when you guys were sleeping, and then I very like, here you go to Kaede. No one else knew about it. She didn't want to hurt anyone else's feelings. It's a friendship cookie.
Pickles was staring at you while you were doing
So
it.
you're not friends with everyone else.
You hear that, Kaede? A friendship cookie.
Shut the
Friendship.
fuck up. Hey, May, May, do you want this?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're friends, right?
It's the friend zone cookie.
You can't see me, but there are middle fingers.
All right, now that we're all well rested and had our morning meal, which I should probably knock off the 4 rations. Thinking, which door? You checked them last night, didn't you, Kaide? North, south, or middle?
Well, the two to the south are trapped. The one on the top is not particularly trapped, but they're puzzled, as you can see from looking at it.
AJ, can I just do like a standard intelligence check to just solve the puzzle?
Yeah.
No, he's gonna give you a sheet of paper. You have to solve the sliding puzzle yourself.
11. I hate sliding puzzles.
No, it's a memory puzzle. Just takes
Okay.
a little bit.
He's looking at it while you're talking. He's like, just tick, tack, tick, 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 tick. He's solving the puzzle while you're just talking.
It's got morning brain though.
The next level
Yeah.
puzzle will be Wardle.
Oh no.
Oh, capture or whatever. What is it like the freaking like to make sure you're not a robot? It's like how many bosses are in there.
Oh, it's that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, click the images of the buses in them. It's like, this one had 1 pixel of a bus. How dare you not know it?
Look at all the swords in this picture.
No, it's like weirdly high tech.
Dagger, does this count?
Like, a dagger is not like short sword, great sword, yeah, but like a dagger. I mean, come on. Oh, come on, that's a scimitar.
And that's a rapier. Alrighty. So which door though? North, south, or what do you think, Kaide?
Well, I didn't want to open them just in case, because who knows what could have coming out of it. So we can open them up and see at least before making a decision.
Kaide opens the door. It's a hallway.
See a hallway. Seems to
I
be
will-
north and south.
I will probably move to just open up the other 2 doors just to have a look.
Seems to go north.
Oh, hallway! I wonder where this
That's a
goes.
dead end.
Wow, beautiful.
It seems like we have one choice.
The illusion of choice.
Oh yeah.
What
And I have a
fuck is
feeling-
this?
Pickles flies ahead and around and around, and there's no choice here. It's a dead end.
Are you
Pickles flies all the way back.
just have that on my map? Oh my Christ! Was there a chest?
There was. At
Oh,
the end.
Hey,
sweet.
please.
Yeah, wait, I took him back.
Before we do anything, let me have a look at numbers.
Let me go first.
Yeah.
No,
Well, they
Sneak of flames.
yeah, everyone should see. Sort of where Haito just was, like around,
Yeah.
around like here-ish. There seems to be some like etched stone, like clearly someone's got out this place with a knife and sort of etched into like the bottom corner, in Draconic. It doesn't really say anything. It seems to sort of be gibberish from what you can tell. But it just seems to be like random Draconic words like teeth bag, stuff like that. It's not like a fully complete sentence. It's like
Yo,
it's
swears?
It's as if someone just wrote something here in the corner as you were walking past.
Yeah, I definitely would try to note down like. Oh, teeth bag. Okay.
Does it seem like it could be like a code or something, or like some sort of thieves' cant that is like supposed to indicate something to someone?
Yo, thieves can? I can.
Or does it like? Does it seem like?
I should write that down in my languages. It isn't.
It
Nonsense
could,
word.
I could say that May could think it's that, but to determine what it is probably not in your skill set, if it were, sort of deal. That's more
Yeah,
of
okay, yeah,
Kaide's thing at the moment.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
my
can
first
I
instinct
ask
would.
Haito?
Yeah, she's already like pondering over it, like trying to like, okay, you know, is this 1 word, 2 words? Like, how exactly have they done it? Have they done it in a way which makes it look like it's a particular message? It's just looking over it, just briefly, to try to see if you can figure something out. For a while, Haito keeps moving a little bit more.
I just walks off because like Pickles is around. He's like, oh, they'll figure it out if there's something there. I'll go check to make sure there's no traps in the chest.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Words.
Yeah, I'll like spend a tiny bit of time just examining it.
Go ahead. As you do, you think it's just some guy writing random words in Draconic.
Okay, so it's not like a
No.
message style.
It could
Okay.
not even be like it's probably not even like a password to a cryptogram. I mean,
Good.
it could be, but you need to know the other half to even try and make something of it.
This man's just talking about his bag of teeth.
But it just
I
says
mean,
teeth
Yep.
there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was all it said. Teeth bag.
Yep, teeth bag.
I
In
love it.
this chest.
Like Kaito walks up to check for traps and like doesn't know that Maya's following. He's not paying much. He's not like just kind of zoned out, like walking ahead, thinking, "I wonder what teeth bag means." And then as he like reaches down to check the chest, that's when Maya, you step around the corner and Kaito jumps a little bit and opens the chest by mistake.
Yeah, as it
like-
opens, it seems to be
Completely.
full of like gold. Seems to be full of treasure.
You ate it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
No, it's okay. I was off in my own world. It's my own fault. I really shouldn't zone out in the dungeon. On the plus
It's okay,
side,
I don't want anything sneaking up on me.
gold.
Ooh. I'm glad that wasn't a mimic. That would
Same.
be bad.
Yes.
Kaede
That
turns
was
the
my
corner,
fault.
and she's actually quite surprised that your hand's not being bitten off right now.
What are you talking about?
I thought teeth bag would have probably had it leading to a chest full of teeth or a mimic.
I mean, that makes
Oh,
potential
boy.
sense. Teeth
there a
bag,
bag in the
but it
chest?
more sounds like a bag of devouring, personally.
True, but considering there's a chest here, that was my first option. Unless there's a bag in the chest, then in which case
Maybe
don't
they-
use it.
Maybe they misspelled him and just say teeth bad.
Maybe it's a bag of teeth.
Oh, they just didn't brush.
Well,
Seems to
let's see what we got here.
It seems to be a mixture of coinage from different lands that you can tell. You see some Koryu branded, you see some Vera one, you see ones with the tiger, one with the tortoise, and one with the dragon. Probably relating to the other continents you've been to, haven't
Neat.
been to yet. But it seems to total out to about 2,000 gold.
Wow.
So 500 gold a piece.
How much?
500.
Cool.
500, yeah, cool.
That's too
Our
many.
max gold is 2,000, right?
Well,
That's how much you can turn into a
2,500.
I don't remember.
I don't remember if I
You
gave
got-
a limit. If I did, I think 2,000.
Did you want
would be it? But I don't think I
Yeah,
did.
you-
I don't
you-
remember if I did or not.
There
I
was a
gave
limit.
up
It's
the
how much a
number.
single card could be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when we were in the hole in the desert with Z, and there was like the chest with lots and lots of money in it,
Oh, yeah.
And- and the book.
The new canon is then 2,000. Then we'll go 2,000.
I think
Clearly
that's
written
reasonable.
from this volume onwards.
Is anyone over 2,000?
I'm
Nope.
good.
I'm
Ah,
at
cool.
1.7 basically though.
Same. 1
One
7.
1.667.
1854.
1706.
Easy
This is going to
peasy.
be great for buying some of my spells back.
Okay, so you need to stop playing with my fucking keyboard.
Did you need any help with
Alright.
that by chance?
I'm okay. Well, I guess we can go check and see if the boss has respawned.
Yeah.
Is the door? Yeah, we go back to this other room over here. Is the door Is the door openable easily? Like, I press the button, does the door just open?
Yep.
Is there a giant snake in the room?
Nope.
Man,
Okay, no giant snake. That's pretty good.
So all of those doors just lead to nothing?
Well, there are secret passages. Maybe we should check for those just in case.
I'm actually about to do that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm gonna go downtown
yeah.
here and just check for secret passages.
Go ahead.
yeah. So if there is
Roll
nothing,
a
where do we go from here?
Perception.
Investigation.
Yeah.
20.
So you slowly. I'll say you probably did that from the chest because you'd probably be a little more intelligent on that.
Yeah,
As you work
I
your way-
was thinking it before, but I forgot to mention it.
As you're working your way backwards and then checking out this divot at the end, you do not see anything that would indicate a secret passage.
So no secret All right, no secret passages.
I'm assuming my nat 20 garners nothing as well.
Little divot, little divot, little divot. Where you go?
I mean, they would have been checking as well, but I'm guessing there's not much point if people are already hitting 20s.
Yeah,
Little
I think
divot.
once we hit my nat 20, I'm like, I think we've checked it all.
But that tiny room, you don't know what it has.
Just listen. How much did I
Show
help?
me your secrets.
Where is
There's
it?
no secret.
Oh damn.
I tried, guys. I really tried.
You did.
I
You
would-
look around. You like look around in this room, but you're also just patting Atsushi like, good Atsushi, nice
Do,
Atsushi.
do you hold any small secrets?
You wouldn't bite me
I-
again, Atsushi.
Again, he hasn't bit me at all, because he's
You
a
wouldn't.
good boy.
Bit Mayu again, Atsushi.
He would, and he'll do it harder.
He'll do it harder. He'll do it again.
Do it for the line.
You can only
Yeah,
get
right.
stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she no, mine's dead.
So
Matt-
has have the people who can read that stuff told everyone the thing that it says the snake flames
Yeah.
present? Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
I don't. So which door was that on again? Was it?
It's just on the
this
wall
this
in
door we
front
just
of
passed
you.
it.
Oh,
Right
okay.
here.
Like
Where
this.
May,
Okay.
where May is, yeah.
Snake of Flames presence is granted after the king. I don't understand.
My other thought is by the King Cobra being appeased is by fighting the King Cobra and defeating it in combat, like appeasing it through martial trial of some kind,
Which we did.
which means the Snake of Flame could be the actual boss to leave this place that initially would have been blocked off but is now open. If you remember, there was the
Yeah.
passage with the endlessly falling sand.
That wasn't far from here, right? It was
No,
just
it was
a bit further north.
just through this way.
You're right.
It was up here, right, AJ?
No. You have to go to the
Much.
other secret room.
Back to this up here.
Look at that. If you want, unless
Is
you want
it-
to try the doors.
Yeah, as
Right,
you
it was-
look up there is no longer a waterfall of sand, and you see a staircase leading down.
Yep.
Uh,
So So yeah, okay. I actually thought it'd be a second boss, but I guess the Snake of Flame might be the boss for the second floor.
Unless this is going up.
Alright.
There's to a boss room. That doesn't seem usual though. But we're all feeling healthy.
I'm right as rain.
We may as well just see what's down the stairs. If it's the next area or if it's something else to fight.
Well, yeah. Part of me thinks if this is the way out, then maybe we should spend a bit more time here doing a bit more. Because we're already recovered. Maybe we might as well use today. But then I think, what if we spend our resources and this is a boss room?
I think she like looks towards May, who looks. I'm assuming May is kind of like itching to get out.
I mean, yeah, she's doesn't look as like itching as like now that she's seen a staircase.
But the idea of walking
But
away
she-
from the staircase, like she sort of like, I'm gonna insight on that.
She's
Like when they're like mentioning like going around to the place further, like how does she react to that specifically?
and let me just think how to word this.
words are hard. I struggle.
How do I word this? No.
No. Full stop.
I mean, she doesn't seem like like scared or like desperate, like how she has been before with the idea of being able to leave. But she also seems hesitant to leave it, and like basically while as you say that and like I'm making the check, she'll say is there a way that we can go down, see if it is the exit, and then if we want, still come back to do stuff here and then leave later.
Well,
Or
my
is it-
idea was
Once we leave the floor, we have to either advance or get out.
I think once we go down the floor, we have to either advance or leave. I was thinking I could potentially send Pickles down to check and see if there's a way out or a boss room. But then there's also the chance that while we're walking around here, the other boss respawns. We have to refight that boss to reopen this passageway.
Also, if it is like most other levels or different dungeons, Pickles will probably get barred at some point anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
it,
like,
yeah, if it is
It's
a
long enough.
yeah, and I mean, even if it's a new day, maybe I don't really know exactly how much time has passed here.
No one knows.
Like, we might still be able to do something outside the town. Maybe we could, I don't know, see if we could find something just in the desert, or there's probably like guys that could just train with us.
True.
I mean, there's Aquila that wanted to do sparring stuff with us. We could see if she's free.
Potential. I'm sure it's not also hard to get people to do runs through this anyway. Like, if we feel like we need to keep training ourselves here in the dungeon.
But also, we just don't know how long it's going to be before the general arrives, and we don't want to miss that.
Yeah.
So it might be better if we just do what we can on the surface, so then as soon as it does arrive, we're immediately there.
Knowing from the track that we made ourselves, we should have plenty of time, especially if they're moving in a large force as they would be. They're gonna be much slower, and it took us, what, 3 days? With a group? A big group?
Well, we've been down here for 3 days.
Yes.
Chances are, if they're on the way, they'll be there relatively soon.
My assumption's a week and a bit. If they are directly moving as well. We don't know what exactly they plan on doing, is the issue.
My vote is for just pushing ahead. At this point, I think anything other than the risks for not leaving outweigh the risks for leaving. We've gotten quite a bit of resources, we can trade things, potentially make money, spend some time recuperating and prepare ourselves for what comes next. We can also get an update on how long we have. If they are heading this way, scouts potentially have more information. So I think, overall, we should just go up.
I
I
agree.
agree. Let's get out of here. Kaide, what do you think?
I am for group decision. I personally have no... I agree with what Haito is saying. We can find ways to strengthen ourselves in whatever we do. I'm just throwing out options and my potential understanding of how long we might have.
Well, up we go. Well, down to hopefully go up. Haito starts descending down the stairs.
You're like right next to him.
Yeah, as you all start to walk, like usual, it's probably a couple minutes work as you see the sandstone start falling behind you. And it's like following behind you as it's being the walls as you're going down. It's becoming less and less like stylized and more just rugged sandstone bricks. Eventually they disappear as you step down, and as you do, there is no side walls anymore, as you seem to be walking down on a staircase into a large desert flat land.
Here we go.
Yep. Okay.
Near the staircase is a pad, which are similar to the ones that you've used before, the return pads. But from what you can tell, with the logic that Kaede picked up before, the second layer of this labyrinth, at least at the moment, is a wild layer.
Ah. A wild one.
A big open area.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Right.
So if we wanted to push forward, it would be a very large area. So do we know where these pads, the return pads, they disappear eventually? Or could we come back here and leave? at any time.
You could come back in here and leave at any
Random.
time. You haven't really explored a second floor yet, I think.
No, we haven't.
We did.
Yeah, we have.
Yes,
We have.
That
That was
one
the
was
tree
different.
one.
That was different, though. That had a time
maze.
based on the area. This one,
Yeah.
As far as you know, it should still be here. But I mean, the problem with wild areas is it's easy to get lost in.
Yes.
I don't trust that for a second.
I need to fix something in my room so I can do
May doesn't trust that it should be fine.
A wild area.
This
What's
is
the
kinda
worst
cool.
that could happen?
Also, the fact the
Get
idea of getting
lost.
lost in addition is not helping.
We have a bird. It can help see for us.
I'm back.
If we were to try to keep track of time as we move, that's not going to be an issue, but that is if we even want to brave this thing.
Up to you all. I'm leaving the decision like we are down here. We can go up right now if you all want.
Is there anything notable just from where we are, like just looking ahead into the vast plains? Like landmarks?
There is a on the horizon to the north. There seems to be a couple sets of pyramids, like a set of like 3. To the east, there is like the blistering sun. It seems to be starting its day cycle at the moment. But to the west and south, it just seems to be large and open.
I think that we should go back.
Alright. Let us return, sell what we've got, and prepare potentially to come back down here or do something else with that time.
Sounds good.
Alright?
Alright.
Teleporter away!
As you all
Beam me up.
teleport once more, you appear
Lottie!
in the Skylock Labyrinth. You see a group of adventurers either leaving the pad just like you are or moving past to descend down the staircase as you all return back to Marcanus in Avera.
Ah, it's nice to be back.
Yeah, it's nice to be on the surface again.
Does it look like... what sort of time of day does it look like, roughly?
It looks like inside a building.
Oh, right.
We'll walk outside.
No, go back
Alright.
down, actually. Take me down.
Straight back to the first floor. Let's do it!
Going to go check and see what time of day it is then.
I'm going to open up all chat. I'm looking for a group DPS, like level 5. Any hits? Did I need any? I think it's too many DPS is the problem. Actually, never mind. I should have been a healer.
It
Problem.
looks about midday from what you can tell as you step out. The sun seems to be bearing down its heat at its zenith at the moment.
Okay. I guess we go shopping then.
Well, first thing, I guess back to the guild hall and trade in a few of these cores. Do we want to keep any of them aside from the flame core?
I
The
don't
grader?
have- I mean, the grader might be a good idea.
It is a yarn T core. We can find out if there's anything we can do with that, but like the flame core seems like it has a use, but what could the yarn T core do?
Yuanti
Make a poison
shock
thing?
magic, don't they?
Yes, but I doubt it'd be easy to incorporate that into a piece of equipment for us to
No,
use.
but it might be. It might be magical in its nature.
I think all the cores are magical in their nature.
I mean, in the sense of what it might do, like a magical type ability, maybe more so on protection than offensive.
Oh, we can
I
find
guess.
out.
I'm gonna guess that it's probably poison, considering they're poisonous, but...
There are a
Yeah,
lot of
they're
things
a
that
bit
can poison
bitey.
you, so it is still worth it.
Well, it's fine. Let's go at least trade in all the other cores, see how much money we get, and then we'll see if we
inquire
can
about what it does.
exactly find someone who can potentially work with one of the 2 cores we have.
Also, I don't know if we have all that much space left for carrying money if they give us lots of money for these things.
Well, we can find out the value of the cores and then do a whole bunch of skibbledy-gook to, deal with it all.
I
the
will
gems
say,
first, maybe?
probably main hype in there that there is a thing, at least in the game.
How do I know this?
Hmm?
How do I know this?
I said, oh, I meant.
I heard May.
Sorry, I meant. Well, Kaide hype on May.
Yeah.
So, they would know.
What's with Hey, I did a lot of skilling, okay?
No, that's fair.
I probably just spent it on like shining things in like the vendors though.
There's also the
I-
potential of us seeing if we can turn a core into, we can turn a second card into money as well. Use an extra inventory space, have 2 lots of cash running around, you know?
Is it wise if it's possible to bank?
Well, if it's possible to bank, then I think banking is a better option. But, you know, if we can withdraw the money from anywhere, that's a whole thing.
Mhm.
And I guess it's better than carrying all the money with us.
Let's see what we can do about it.
Absolutely. So I guess yeah, to the guild first to trade in as many of these cores and then bank what we can.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just going to keep the greater core and the major flame elemental core.
I think that's fair.
Maybe we'd find out how much they're worth. Kaito asks how much those 2 cores would be worth as well, so like on their own. Because I'm curious as to how much money those 2 cores are worth.
The graders, 45 GP piece.
Yep.
And mages, 35.
Okay, cool. That's not that much then.
I mean, it's a lot for a shard.
Yeah.
It's a lot for a guaranteed amount for killing one guy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like hell, these kobolds are worth 5 GP each. We have 10 of them. It's 50 gold right there.
Let me do the math real quick. As you will make your way to the Scarlet Hall, I believe. Check all my notes. My big notes. It's been a while.
Oh my god. Land notes.
The Avira Adventure Guild. The Crimson Hall is the magic shop. Yeah, as you make your way towards the Avira Adventure Guild, you go about up to a desk. You meet with your station attendant, which I believe you picked the Aquila last time.
Yes, we do.
Oh, you guys are back. How was it?
Not bad. Could be worse.
Nice.
Big snake.
Yeah, big thing.
Oh, that sounds
Lots of
fun.
fire.
There was a dragon.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that too.
Only a young dragon, I think, but it's there's no more dragon.
Yeah, the dragon.
I mean, the
Coming
dragon might
in
come
there.
back later.
Yeah. Like all of it will probably come back.
What if its horde reappears when it reappears? Or they'll just be really mad because we took all its money.
I imagine it just respawns, like, you know.
as you start talking, as she's counting up the
That's a good
cores.
question.
It's like, yeah, the greater cores, they're typically worth 45 gold, and the major cores are worth 35, and she keeps them aside for you, as you've noted
Yep.
beforehand. Are you also selling the cracked goblin core?
No, that's personal. I'm keeping that on.
Cool, I'm making sure. She's like, that's 210 gold for all the cores there. She hands you a small bag.
That crack one's like 1.
It's worthless, I'm pretty sure.
We'll give you 1.
Some could
Oh,
use it
that's-
for decoration.
That's 52.5 gold, so 2 of us get 52, 2 of us get 53.
I'm taking 52.
I'll take 52 because I got more money than you guys.
I'll take 53 because I spend a lot of money.
thought you
I
had
spend
to-
nothing. I'm gonna have to use the bank a lot.
I'm gonna spend some money.
I have an idea. I also inquire a place where we can sell these bloodstones, and also where if she knows of a place in town we could take these cores to have them turned into equipment for us.
Well, you can sell pretty much anything you want at the market square. They've got a whole bunch of different stalls open during the day. There probably should be someone handling gemstones and the like there.
Mhm.
If, you can see what the Pyrosort Forge wants to do. If they can manipulate any of the major cores, that's a possibility. Though the one team might be a bit difficult. I've heard that they're really either used for like magic resistance, which trying to synthesize that is very hard to do, or the much easier way is poison, which would either be enhancing or defending against. So it's really up to you on how you want to use it.
You guys were both right.
Look,
There we go.
I trust my lottery.
I have a feeling it would cost a lot of money for them to try and get the magic resist.
Yeah, and fail.
Alright, well,
Gambling.
thank you very much. We have some more things to sell, I guess.
One brief question though. You wouldn't happen to know of like a place of some sorts to store gold?
Yes. We at the guild can handle the guild finances, like having a personal bank for each member of the guild.
Okay.
There also relates to banks within major cities. As long as you have your guild keystone, which
Okay.
points to your
Yep.
amulets, you'll have access anywhere.
Very useful of me, thank you.
So basically, you can deposit money here or at a bank, and it'll all go to the same account, and it can go anywhere that your guild membership is like important
Accepted.
to.
It's like having your like Visa card, but only using it at the specific bank branches.
Well, it's more like if you go to a city that doesn't have Commonwealth Bank, what are you gonna do?
Fuck!
It's gonna charge you a little more, but like you still have money.
God damn it. Yeah, good to know. I'll keep that for now. I'll probably wait to see just if there's something I want to get before dumping a lot of gold into the bank.
Same. So we go to the market to sell these gemstones of ours?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Uh,
Well,
you
happy to explore.
guys, I'm gonna look at you guys one by one. I'm just gonna. Darian's only got the bloodstones, I think, on him.
yep, 50 GP each, so it's 100 GP worth of bloodstones.
50 GP on sale.
Yep, your half value.
So
Easy. Not gonna
Everyone-
argue it.
everyone else would, if you know what you're selling, just type it into the chat and I'll do the math for you.
I've got a few gems as well. And I don't think any of them are components. Otherwise I would have put them in the pouch.
Yeah, same.
Also,
I've
what time does
removed the
Aquila
bloodstone.
work?
Aquila gets off. Well, Aquila has like a lunch break, probably soonish if you ask her. Otherwise, she'll get off work probably around 5 o'clock in the evening.
I know a really good place to get a meal.
Oh,
Okay,
He
because
said
I'll...
he actually raised an eyebrow at me, like, if you wanna, I can tell you a good place for Ask Aquila.
What?
The way you're saying, like, when she gets off work, he's like, huh?
Yeah, no.
Wingman for you.
I don't remember if I was going to keep one of the gems.
cheers.
I like Dunny.
I swear there was a reason why I was going to keep one of them.
Dunno. All I know is every time I read the name of a gem, I can't help but reading it in Gilbert Godfrey's voice in my head.
Jam.
Sardonyx!
I
I have a blue
Have-
quartz and an obsidian gem, and I don't remember which one I was going to keep.
does the fire opal have any use? Because I know it's like 100 gold. Like I can't remember if you could use it for a spell casting.
As a 100 gold, it can be worked as chromatic orb and a few other things.
Radical
because
needs a
it's-
diamond specifically.
Doesn't it? I thought it was
Oh,
just
okay.
gem.
I think it says
I
diamond.
think it is a diamond.
other
Okay, sure.
than using it to get an enchant on it for like a piece of jewelry, if you wanted to keep it to make something
Yeah.
with, I believe that it doesn't have a value unless there is a spell somewhere in this vast myriad of them that requires a fire opal worth 100 GP.
Okay.
Sorry, I need to calculate May's money, which he didn't, which I didn't. One of us didn't. Now I'm upset.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Maze. Just tell me the amount in the end. I can just add it to it because I've got a running total for all the
No,
values.
that's the issue, right?
Alright,
It's
what do you
there is-
what's
No, there is no money. That's what I'm saying. I don't know
oh
how this much.
There is
worked.
no money.
And it's been
The
3
money-
months, so I don't remember what the donations were.
At
Actually,
that point,
the
I
Bloodstone
didn't
had it built
actually.
in.
they did.
Oh,
have
it should be in your
They
yeah.
did make a
Yeah, the item
parcel.
description had value.
No, I looked in there. I'm making
The
sure
parcels.
that I got a parcel.
Cram steel.
No. Yes. Okay. So 7 more assorted gems of 10 GP, which 2 were from that, and then there was 6 assorted gems worth 50 GP. So okay, Paide's got 2
I
of
got
the
2
10.
tens.
Haita had 2 of the 50s.
Yep.
Mayu has
I have 2 10s and 100.
2 10s and 100. So
Yeah, I was like half AFK where people were sorting out gems, and I don't remember. I think like Maya was the one that just handed me a bunch of gems. I was like, okay.
So there should be 4 50s left and 3. Yeah, so you dropped a gem. So I assume. You
Oh,
dropped
I
a
also have the pink glowing crystal, but I ain't given that up.
Yeah. So
Oh, that one. Oh yeah.
so I assume you dropped the small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 50s is
100.
100 normal, 100 selling normal, and then 3 10s is 15. So 115.
So in total,
from there.
if Mayu is selling the 100 GP one as well,
Yep.
in total it's 235 gold for all 4 of us.
Okay, for all the gems.
Yeah, that's selling all 4 of the gems. I think all the gems for all of us that have been mentioned so far. 235 gold.
I'm gonna get rid of the obsidian one. I'm gonna keep.
How much
one.
is? So you had 2 10 GP gems.
Yeah, just 2 tens.
Oh, so you're keeping one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 230 then. So divide that. That's 57 for 2 of us and 58 for 2 of us.
57, baby.
I'll take 58 because my life is expensive.
Oh, life is always expensive.
7.
I'm very inexpensive.
Okay, good.
A wizard always is broke as shit.
Why do you think I rolled rogue?
Why didn't you keep the tiger's eye? What the fuck?
That would have been cool.
I am the tiger.
I want to look into getting something that's a little better than my current weapon as well.
Yeah, if you.
Like, I can't remember the rules on like magical weapons.
There was a gift.
There was master
I'm gonna
stuff.
keep
There's
it.
a
I
gift
just
from a
you know.
guy that you killed on the ground.
I picked it up. I looted that fair and square.
And I gave it to Mayu.
Magic items are sold at the magic shop, so if there is a magical weapon there, it would be
We can
there.
masterwork stuff though.
But if you wanted to masterwork something,
Oh yeah.
It's not a magical weapon, so it won't pierce
Yeah.
through resistances, but it acts as a +1 to attack and
that's not
damage.
Magical. Yeah.
Bit cheaper generally.
I want to
think
look at
it's
something like
100. I think I said 100 plus base.
200?
I think so.
100, 200 plus base. It's been 3 months. Whatever I say now will be canon until I forget again. As this is D&D.
I think.
that is fair.
My brain wants to be like, yeah, it was 100. I think it was 200 when I did the armor.
Because I can use martial weapons as long as they aren't two-handed. And I kind of want to go for something along the lines of like, no, because katanas are two-handed, yeah.
They can be. They are just treated as swords.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to use that then.
They're
Oh, what's it
versatile.
called?
Oh, they're versatile, so I could use that.
1 or 2-handed, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I
it's-
wanted to
yeah,
look at something like that to
T8, D10.
go with the pedal knight sort of aesthetic.
So the great sword version of a katana would be like an odachi.
Yeah, actually, you got a point with that.
It's like a big ass katana.
Yeah, that's what that guy.
What is Sephiroth's
SAO
sword
had.
counter?
Yeah.
Great,
no
great
dart
sword,
shit.
a super great sword.
Don't bring that up.
Super great sword. Or super great sword blue, if you will.
Super great sword blue.
And the rules with masterworking is it takes time to do it. Yeah.
For a base one, it'll just take the day. It would take like a session to make for a base one masterwork. For anything +2, at least from the person you talk to, there is a chance of failure.
Ah, okay. Yep. Alright, well.
You won't lose the weapon or anything. It'll just won't be masterwork.
Yep.
No, I roll the dice.
It'd be masterwork 1, but.
Okay. And it costs like.
It'll cost. I think masterworking 2 is 500 plus base weapon
okay.
price.
Well, I'll look at the magic shop first. I'll go like if other people want to go to the magic shop, just in case there's something I really like.
I'll check out Magic Shop as well.
Yeah.
It hasn't refreshed. It has only
Oh.
been 3 days since you last got here.
Which makes sense.
I don't remember if there was a weapon there or not.
That's fine. I don't
there's at
remember what
least
was
three
it to begin
weapons.
with.
There's stuff still in there still. I'm just saying that it's not. It hasn't been refreshed since last time.
Well, this the Crimson Halls,
So you get the crimson
not Grand Magic's outfitting. That's in the other city.
Trying to look up where to go.
There's a +1 whip, 2 potions of greater healing, 5 potions of healing, 1 potion of superior healing, a rapier of life stealing, a spell scroll of Agonizer's Scorcher, a spell scroll of Hellish Rebuke, and a spell scroll of Wall of Water.
A rapier would be kind of cool.
They are
But it
dice-based.
doesn't.
Oh, they can be.
Yeah.
dice-based.
So, because I seem to be hitting with my wisdom modifier. Is that
No,
right?
You're only
I
hitting
don't-
with you're hitting with your strength or your dex because they're both +1 at the moment. Your
Oh, okay.
+3 is coming from your +2 proficiency and your +1.
I really
I
need
think-
to work on either of those.
I think you're
You can hire a
more.
trainer if you can find
You
one.
you kind of can do either as a pedal knight. Like I've played a dex one, but if you want to use certain weapons, you can always do strength. Nothing's really stopping you.
Yeah.
Your main ability is wisdom, but like if you really want to do a dex whiz, go for it. If you want to do a strength whiz for the fun of it, hell yeah.
My strength is higher than my dex.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's like a 13. Okay. Alright.
But nothing's
that would
stopping you.
Hiring.
Nothing's stopping you from using a dex weapon as strength because they're finesse for a reason.
Just as a range of stuff, because I think I did before, but we are running with the ability score trainers.
Yeah.
The rule that I made. It'll take 10 days for that to happen.
And
So it's better used for downtime, but I mean it's still there. But it's been a while, so I think I'll bring it up just in case you need a reminder, as well as for chat today.
Yeah.
You know
It's
how much
also
how much
like-
it costs though?
Yes,
to wield it.
I've written that down.
Ah, cool.
I need to for that.
I've got the estimates I'm using for this, and then I've got the ones that you were like, you should make it a bit more expensive. Here you go. I put that in the story.
Oh yep. Still a whip.
Yeah, we're getting a
I'm not a barbarian.
13 or 14 is 2,000 gold. 10 days.
I'm not going to bother going with the rapier, actually. It doesn't really sort of fit the character.
If only I had dual wielding, I'd take it.
That would be really good.
I mean, what's your primary weapon right now?
Short sword. But I
Okay.
want to get more daggers because I'd like to have 2 weapon fighting as my style.
That's fair.
Well,
That
that's
gives me the
kinda
style of the
cool.
time.
I could use a whip. It is only a +1 whip.
Yeah.
No,
It
no,
is
no.
only 100 gold.
Whips do 1d4 damage, but I think they have a 15-foot reach. They have a 10-foot reach.
They have a 10-foot reach.
Oh, it's only 1d4.
Yep.
That's the whole benefit and downside is they hit further
Nice.
away, but they do little damage.
Still
Yeah.
think they should do D6.
Why?
Yeah, no.
It's a bit of leather hitting.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but what?
there are other weapons of reach that do a lot of damage.
Yeah, because there's
I could-
power behind it. And it's not made out of fucking leather.
Put spikes on it.
That would do more damage, yeah.
You're welcome.
This is literally a spiked whip.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't see anything that I want here, so she's sort of like has a little look and then like kind of just follows everyone else basically.
Yes, scrolls.
I'll buy a potion of superior healing.
Yes, the only thing I will note is I had a discussion of this beforehand and I had to push the update sheet. They, superior? Well, go ahead. The graders will be 250. That is my superior healing for the moment.
Fair enough.
Across all my
Okay.
guilds. So, that is
Damn.
Yeah, if you want that, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I might grab a basic one as well.
I still got my basics on me. I don't want to take up the inventory slot for healing, and knowing the pots that are around us as a party, I think I'm fine at the moment.
Do we... I've got a few items in my bag that we aren't really taking advantage of right now, and I was wondering if you all wanted me to try and get rid of them.
What were they?
Which one's...
Well, we have the wind fan, which
Oh,
just
no.
casts a gust of wind.
That's what was the cantrip, wasn't it?
No,
it's Gust.
The level 2 version, so it's a 60-foot
Oh.
long, 10-feet wide blast of wind. Anything that fails to save is pushed back 15 feet in that direction,
Does it require
and it's
achievement?
difficult terrain. I believe so. No, it doesn't. Wait.
Probably does.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Were you selling,
But my inventory is very full.
were you selling the opal first?
Yeah, I just saw that, then I'm deleting them now.
That's actually
Right.
really tempting.
So it's like, yeah, it pushes things 15 feet back potentially and creates difficult terrain in that area. But it's you can use it once a day safely, and after that, there's a chance that the fan breaks. It's like it's once a day guaranteed. Every second time onwards, a cumulative 20% chance of 20, 40, 60, 80 guaranteed for additional usage. So anybody want to keep this wind fan? Because I'm never have the action economy to take advantage of it.
I would have the action economy, it's just that it'd be situational, but I still think it would be... An extra spell that I can cast is an extra spell that I can cast.
Exactly.
And it-
If you want,
and
I'll
it-
pop it. You can have it if you want it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Even though
Alright,
my
I'll put it on
inventory's already cluttered, I think I'll still take it.
So I'm trying to clear my inventory. It's so cluttered.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I think. Oh shit. Chat spot. Think. There we go. It's in the party sheet.
Ding. Where is it? Wind fans. It is one, and we can go into here. Here. Go here. Yep. Just need to remind myself that I actually have that magic item for the wind fan.
The rope of Shibari is just too useful.
Yep, that's a key item now.
Well, it's animated rope in general. Like a rope of. Well, it's
Yeah.
usually a rope of I don't remember the name. The magic item that it was
Yeah, rope
before I
of climbing.
renamed it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
rope of climbing. Rope of climbing. It's a super useful item.
Climbing, that's it.
The rope. of climbing.
Never need to get rid of it. 20 AC, 20 hit points. Amazing. Regens 1 hit point every 5 minutes.
Yeah, genuinely is a really good item. Like,
Makes it so you never need to carry other rope around.
DC 13.
I mean, I pretty much, I guess in that case, I could get rid of my rope.
Yeah, clears up more inventory space if you want.
Yeah, because I've got 50 feet of hemp rope.
The joys of shopping. Just since we're doing this, AJ, can we just say we go and check out the place to get relative quotes on what they can do with the cores, or and how much they cost and what they can do with them, or do you want to roleplay that? Do you have a whole scene for it?
I'd prefer a scene because I think it depends on what you guys would want to use out of it more than anything else.
Nah, all good. At the moment, I'm gonna save my money.
I will say it has been an idea. I've just been forgetting to type it down. There are as has been requested, inventory upgrades for specific groups of items.
That was my next question.
There is a bigger backpack, there is potion belt, there is a greater wallet.
Okay, how much do those cost?
Backpack and potion belt, please.
The bigger backpack and the potion belt's 20. The bigger backpack can hold 10 slots. There must be one. The
Yep.
potion belt can ignore 3 potion on your cards, also 20 GP. The greater wallet, probably also 20 GP and can hold a max of 5,000 coins.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty good. I like the idea of the wallet and the bigger backpack.
You know, I'm not spending much gold. I may as well just buy all 3 personally, because I have
like-
no reason.
I'd like all 3 as well, please.
I think there was more,
I'm
but
just
I
gonna-
can't remember more. So,
I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go with the wallet and the backpack.
Yeah, backpack and potion belt are my main things. So
Yeah, that's too good for me not to jump on because I have so many items. So I'm just gonna
20.
change my backpack to bigger.
Large backpack.
So
I'll-
that's just in items.
yeah, put them in inventory. It'll be
Oh,
did you?
gold.
Awesome.
And what are you getting there?
How much was the wallet?
They're all
Because
20.
backpack. Oh, they're all 20. Okay. Yeah, because I'll grab the potion belt as well.
Yeah, give me one of each, please.
I'll take the potion belt. I already changed the other 2 manually by noting it.
Am I changing my manually?
Yes. Is the greater one? Is that like an action? That's just yeah. So like,
Your
how are we all
max
calling
is
our money
5,000
for? Is
now.
that just
Your card will max at 5,000 now.
yeah. Since I'll just put my coins under the wallet then, and then it still counts as 1.
Yep.
And you also want to
Oh.
upgrade
Yes, for you.
It's just too good. Change the wallet to.
You want to make it more expensive?
If
Make
you want
it
to jump to the
expensive.
future, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah,
if you want to
just take it off of my
just
thing
more
if
on
you need
post,
to.
just subtract money. And I'll subtract that money now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yay!
Yeah, I did that as well. I just
I-
renamed my current backpack.
I'll just
I did the same thing.
I'll delete this
But yes. I'm gonna quickly pay, and then we can do the same,
I do.
I guess.
Absolutely.
So I want to do the inventory sorting while I'm done.
Oh, it's so good,
Yep.
my dude. It's so good.
Having some extra space is pretty great.
Wait, so the big bag one? No, it's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 extra.
Amazing.
Like I would still buy these if they were 100 GP each. I'd still think they were valuable.
Oh, yeah.
I think it
Sure.
should be Arch.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna knock off.
DM says.
Yeah. If they, I'm of the opinion these should be 100 each.
We'll wait till it comes back. We'll tell them to charge us more.
1, 2.
Then we'll say, hey, here's another 80.
7.
I'm just gonna go with what the GM says. If the GM says this is how much they cost, then
9, 10.
I respect.
Okay, yes, we would have a max of 30 then.
8, 9, 9,
Yeah, 'cause it's next
To say it how
No, no,
good these are, with my magic items with my equipment I currently have on, plus the stuff we just got, I now am only carrying 9 items. I was carrying 16 before.
I was at 18. I'm down to 13, and I haven't put more. I still have like a few spaces in the backpack.
So this
You
is
have to put
very
things
good.
into it,
No
or
problem.
like it's just in there and you just.
It is just a backpack.
Yeah, okay. Because I don't want to like reorganize my inventory. I just want to be like, okay, I just have like 10 more slots.
I'm down to 13, I think. But I also picked up a couple extra potions.
I
Yeah,
have my
like my potion belt is holding 3 of them, and then I have an extra
Oh,
one
actually, no,
next
no.
to the potions because I have 4 potions.
Actually, no, that shouldn't matter because, yeah, I've got them all with the potion belt.
I got the 2 potions and the filter of love in my potion belt.
Just quick access, just in case.
Shugs, reach in the potion belt blindly, pull something out, shugs it, looks at the enemy, falls in love.
Don't worry, I'll handle this. Glug glug glug. Oh no,
Wrong
wait.
potion.
The healer's kick going in.
Like, I can take it! Drinks a random potion. We should make love, not war!
Actually, yeah, can I just sell my 50 feet of rope? Because, yeah, we don't need that. The climbing rope.
So keep in
How
mind
much
just
is that
back
worth?
up. Dang.
I'm just spending 20 GP for 2 more casts to find familiar because I always got to keep a handful of those on me.
I've got to pick up some of those as well.
Oh yeah, you can sell that for a gold.
1 gold.
But you can't half.
That'll do.
Half a point.
That's...
There is very
Chuck that
similar
coin
healer.
off.
No, I'm pretty sure back in
it's more to
back
get
when-
rid of it than profit. Also got this trinket necklace of vials, which I don't know where this came from.
We got it from a pile of random crap. Because I also,
Yeah,
that's where I got my
okay.
coin that's minted 3 years in the future.
That would have been the
Ah.
dragon. Yeah.
I think so.
Guess
Well,
so.
if you put that into the bank self-destruct.
I think it's just a fake coin. It's just a counterfeit coin.
Yeah, it's counterfeit until it becomes, usable. So wait
Yeah,
3 years.
yeah, wait
Yeah,
3
I'm holding
years,
on to
then
it.
it's legal tender.
Listen, I'm a time wizard. I just took this coin from
Yeah,
the
exactly.
future.
Yeah, that's your trinket, BFB.
That's why I took it. Why I'm holding on to it. It's funny.
Oh, I know how I need to mark that as a thing and remove that. Yeah, it's just fucked up.
Yeah, we said before, yeah, like if these inventory upgrades costed 100 each, it'd still be worth it.
The thing is, like, there's no reason for why it should be.
Yeah.
So it's like the only thing is like this is only like a solution. This is only an issue for you guys in the world, sort of deal. So it wouldn't be overpriced for everyone else.
Yeah. All right. Well, that did change some of my plans.
Alright. Yeah, I'll talk about 1,000 gold. Can I also pick up another platinum ring?
Yep. That would be GG.
Oh, what, only 50?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's what this $50, right? 50 GG.
That makes sense. That does, jog my memory now. For some reason I have it. Oh, wait, no, that's because I had put down for 4. Yeah, for some, I had in my notes that it was worth another 200. That's because I've got a thing that, when I was buying before. Alright.
In my
Um,
brain, like, I can't help but always just think that, like, Hellish Rebuke as a spell scroll is the dumbest spell scroll.
Yeah.
Because it's an action to use a scroll, but Hellish Rebuke is a reaction ability. It's just like, unless you copy into a spell book, but then wizards can't even have that spell. So it's just like,
Yeah.
it's the most useless spell scroll.
What else do you
I
want to do
j-
if you
I-
don't have an
I-
action?
I treat it as like an action to concentrate on it for like a minute, to then reaction use it. That's how I do it, but yeah, it's dumb as fuck.
It's funny, but it's stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna save my money for now. See, I'm ready to. Haito's like, all right. Well, I've got nothing here after reorganizing all of this stuff. I'm ready to go check out the other place. I have a plan personally, but depending what happens, I might change my plan.
Yeah, I'd like to see the people that can do the masterworking weapons, because I'd like something with a bit of punch to it.
I'll probably tag along because I just need to resupply on a few extra bits of weaponry myself anyway.
I got nowhere better to be right now.
You all make your way through the market off to probably more the industrial area of Macanus, where you see a large forge, sort of, in the corner of a street. Standing there, working, seems to be a rather large Earth Genasi woman with very like a rich black, like almost an obsidian-esque skin tone, with flecks of white and greys, with grey hair that sort of sits as a pixie cut with a fade. She seems to be wearing like very light clothing, like baggy legs, a tank top, large gloves, and like a tool belt on, as they seem to be hammering a piece of equipment as you all rock up.
Hello? Awkwardly calls out.
She sort of looks at you, removes like one set of like earmuffs that she seems to have on. Oh, hey, what's up?
We were potentially seeing if someone here could give us an idea of what you guys could do with some interesting core or some cores. He holds up the fire, like the major flame elemental core, as like that example.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. As she quickly puts the headphone back on, continues to hammer away what looks to be some sort of greatsword.
No rush, even though she can't hear him.
Yeah, he seems to be finishing up the build as she dunks it into a nearby trough of oil, gives it a second, takes it out, wipes it down with a rag that she's got on a belt, and then like places it on a table near a grindstone for later. Alright, let's have a look what you got.
Alright, pulls out both of them.
Name is Fuma. Fuma Colesborn. Sorry.
Meet you, Fuma Coldstone. My name is Mayu, and this is Kaide, Haito, and Mei. And is Atsushi here? I'm assuming Atsushi's here.
He's always over here.
Yeah, cool.
He's always here.
And this is Atsushi.
What's this building called again, sorry?
This is the Pyro Salt Forge.
Pyro Salt Forge. And Fuma Colesborn. Easy.
So sorry, I didn't catch what her race was.
F.
Thank you.
Yeah, she sits down and seems to, like, she, like, pulls down, she grabs, like, a pair of goggles that's got the different, like, magnifying glasses on. She's having a look at the cores. This is a large, decent-sized fire core. Really depends if you want this for offense or defense. I'll probably be able to make the armor and subsidize it with one of my magic friends to either enchant for extra fire damage or fire resistance. Looks at that. And this is, I mean, I can do the same with this. It's got a bigger quality, so it'll probably work a lot better. If you wanted to do it for poison, she looks over at the one here. I've heard about the magic resistance thing. That's gonna be tough, and honestly, I'm not sure if we'll be able to. I'm not sure if my wizard friends will be able to enchant it with this. We'll need someone decent wizard caliber. Lucky there. But yeah, I can do poison damage or poison resistance with these, basically. Unless you have ideas of your own, I can see if we can make something.
I just looks at Kaede and Mayu and be like, this is not my, he has no say in these items, but he thinks...
I want to try to run my brain around some knowledge of the V.O.D. When it tried to use whatever magic on me, would I know what that was even though I shrugged it off? Because I'm wondering in my mind if like maybe we could do something like that on a thing.
It was like, it was probably like, yeah, a suggestion.
A suggestion style.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she like kind of pondering for a moment and sort of speaks a little bit. It's like, is it quite possible to mimic some of the abilities that they use to persuade others to do things? Just as a curiosity topic mainly.
depends on. Depends on if it can be something that's replicated. That we can replicate as people. If it's something like suggestion, maybe, but it's still a spell. It'd be easy to just get a spell scroll. Which I guess this could form. But that's not my domain.
Then sides, it's like, might even form that scroll for cheaper. If you can
Maybe.
spell.
It's one I don't have in my book.
Fire one, like, that would be interesting. So, hang on a sec, just add a character. Like, when we're talking like forming, it's weapons or like stuff as well, yeah. So you can form one of these into like a weapon.
No,
Like a weapon that would do bonus fire damage.
It'll be implanted within a weapon. Like the core would be used as a material to enchant.
For instance,
So
if you wanted to get a new weapon, Mayu, you could get a new sword like you're looking for and have a boost of fire damage on top of normal.
And on top of masterworking as well?
I don't know.
Masterworking gives the benefits of strengthening the material in order to handle enchanting. It'll probably be easier to lock on an enchant if something is masterwork, at least a level. Leveling it up any further will improve the chances by a significant amount, but that comes at deteriorating the metal if someone's not skilled enough.
I was wondering if maybe we could make a weapon that's like she's sort of looking towards like masterworking it twice, like, or at least trying to, and using one of the cores, like the flame core would be pretty cool. That's
if we wanted to do that, it'll masterworking depends on the weapon, but it's probably usually it's 500 gold on top of whatever the weapon you want is. Its normal production cost. Then there'll be an additional cost for enchanting it. The percentage to do so would be a lot lower if it reaches second masterwork than if it was first. But it'll be two different steps, so it might take a couple of days.
willing to wait. I'm willing to risk it not working completely, but it's up to the rest of you if you're willing to let me use the core. Something
I'm fine with that.
a bit stronger might be nice, and you seem very good at your craft, so I'm sure I'm willing to put my trust in you.
Well, I think I'm pretty good at it, but even some of the best smiths in the world generally can't masterwork something a second time unless they're truly like a master.
Even at level 99, it's still a 5% chance of failure.
It's less of our skills and more of how durable the metal can be. Usually when we fail a masterwork, it's more of a, if we go any further, even this +1 masterwork weapon will shatter, and it's rather to have stop before that comes to the case than break a whole bunch of swords, etc.
Hey, add a character, it'll basically make it so the masterwork weapon will only get to 1.
Yeah, they will stop before it. If they fail, it'll stop before it breaks completely, and you will always have a masterwork 1 weapon if you go and try for a second.
Yeah. And in saying that as well, like, I don't mean that if you weren't able to, I totally understand. I think I'm willing to risk it just for something nice and strong. If I do get it, that's excellent. If it's just the first step, then that's fine too.
Yeah, I'm happy to try. Regardless, I will note that it is harder to enchant something with an additional bonus after it's already enchanted. So if you wanted to masterwork this weapon and then enchant it with the fire story, which is plausible, enchanting it or masterworking it even further to be more powerful would probably, it's a bit riskier to do. It's not impossible, but it could fail. Probably at no detriment to materials being used, but you know, just to be careful.
I understand.
What would the cost be different to just getting, rather than masterworking the weapon, just enchanting the weapon alongside, like, at the same time? Have the core plus enchanting the weapon with a bonus, would that be more difficult if you did? Would that be just as difficult if they were done together or separately?
So you're asking if, like, they might...
Like if you were essentially
Can they be
work
done
on
at
making
the
it,
same time?
like if they were working, rather than working on trying to make it a masterwork +2, if you were to enchant it to the idea of a +2 weapon via magical means, and then is it the same level of difficulty if you do that, if we did that instead, or would that be like a lot more difficult? Still.
Masterworking a weapon usually unlocks some of the hidden potential within the wall itself, and it makes it easier to enchant. If you wanted to enchant straight up a weapon by itself to a +2, I wouldn't be the one doing it. I'd know a couple of people you could direct you to, but it'd probably be a bit more pricey and a lot less efficient.
Okay, just checking our options here.
Understandable. It's your money. You want to make sure you're doing the right. It'll be a bad job for me to not tell you what's happening.
I do.
I think I'll go with the one that you suggest then.
I think masterworking, at least trying to masterwork the 2, and then enchanting regardless of the solution is probably better. In the long run, it'll be more efficient and it'll mean your enchantment will probably have a greater hold. Unless we were working with something like with Mithril, which already has innate magic, but I don't have very much ore in that, enough to make it, you know, a solid weapon. You probably need to procure your own ore in that regard.
What kind of weapon would you be looking towards, Maya?
I want something like a katana. Something that I can use one-handed, so I can keep using my sword. But... oh shit, that baby is awake.
Man.
One of them crying?
I can hear you, B.
Oh no.
It's okay, the baby mother's off, she doesn't sound to be crying, she's just screaming. So, I
could try making a katana. It's not exactly in my style of warehouse. What's more of the Ryuzama areas, like expertise, they're all about that elegant long blades.
Weep shit.
I can try. I'm not saying I can't do it, I'm just saying it wouldn't be like a true katana, it'd be a faux katana. If that matters to you, it doesn't really. If that matters to you, then if you want a true katana, I'd head to. Need to get my notes because I don't remember all my contacts at the back of my head.
Let me check my map.
Ah, yes, the world map on the wall over here.
Yeah, just turns around.
I'd head to Dracoon, probably a Stormbluff, maybe Dramarcus. They also seem to mine a lot of Mithril there, so if you wanted something easier to enchant, then yeah, I'd recommend going eastwards if it truly matters. If not, then we can give it a go. We can test my abilities. It's not like I haven't made one before, it's just not in my style. I'm more into she sort of hands over and she looks at like the wall. You see a lot of like large like curved scimitar, large curved blades like Guandaos, etc.
Makes sense.
All against her wall.
not too fussy. Like, I don't know that much about swords. I don't mind if it's not authentic. In fact, these look really nice. So, like, you put your own personal flair on it, and I'll be happy.
Okay. Alright, why don't you? And she sort of directs you to what looks like a bucket full of dull weapons. Sort of just, they've all got numbers on them. Sort of just pick them up, gauge what one sort of fits your style, weight, and
your build
wise, and you let me know what number it is, and I'll emulate a katana to the best of my ability. It seems like your friend's been trying to get a word in edgewise. Looks at Kaido, who's probably just been quiet in general, but she seems to pick up that you want to say something.
Yeah, Kaido is like more so like kind of like at first was looking at like the back cores and then just like yeah, that kind of that motion where you have like your hand to your chin, just like thinking. My question when like you said, you could do stuff with cores other than what you've mentioned. Is it possible to do something along the likes of like, say if you took the flame core for example, imbuing it into armor and having it as like a one-off like once a day hellish rebuke?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you sort of bring up, but I was like, yeah, monster cores are very interesting in that regard. As opposed to straight up enchanting like that would be difficult in order to make the magic circles and the ley lines and all that of the equipment. To do that naturally seems to be important. The cores are good in the sense that it's a lot of contained energy and you can skip a bunch of the needless detail work in making something. As long as the person's skilled enough in enchanting, this can make up for their lack in like intricacies. So if we wanted something to explode outwards, we can certainly try something in that regard. It's a little more unique. Traditionally, it's easier to do something that does more damage or resists more damage. But
Of course.
If you wanted to think more on it, then yeah, you probably have to sit down like your friend will with me after they've figured out the proper weight, what size they want, what length, and then sit down with me, discuss detail and looks and design, and then yeah, your enchanter or whoever would start work.
Might be potential, and she looks towards like the core bags and towards Haito. It's like I had a potential thought of maybe using that UNT core as like maybe an essence of like counter charm, since
If
that
you
is
want.
something that they can do. More so for those more weaker willed.
I mean, I'm not going to say it's a bad idea. It's not. It's potential. If you want to do that instead of just incorporating a poison resistance into some kind of armor, that's up to you. I honestly don't mind. Neither of these cores seem like something that's up my alley personally, so I'm leaving that up to you guys to decide.
And from what I'm guessing, well, from what I can know from what our group is, we have ways to get rid of poison, whether or not what we're specializing in on the day.
Yeah.
So it could be something to do something a bit different, other than some form of like relating to their charm abilities, whatever they were trying to do. It felt like it. I don't really have anything else on my mind at the moment, but maybe imbuing maybe either you or May with armor that can resist charms would be helpful, even if it's just a slight bonus to help snap your leg.
Well, what would the like typical like magic resistant property be? Like, is it like being resistant to certain spells, or is it like you don't take as much damage from spells?
If you're trying to emulate what the Wante had, would be advantage on spell saves.
I think she's more thinking the poison aesthetic, particularly. Like, does it just give you resistance, or is it?
No, I was thinking of the because you said that you can like do it like defensively, like for like a poison or a magic resistance thing, but the magic resistance thing is harder. Yeah, like what specifically is it like magic is it resisting?
It's advantage on saving throws.
Advantage on things. Like there's also the spell, like if you wanted to make it a spell guard shield, like instead of like trying to emulate that, instead of trying to make a shield a spell guard shield, that would also give spell attacks as a disadvantage against you as well, but that'd probably be a bit more expensive.
A spell guard shield sounds cool though.
Yeah, but expensive.
How expensive we talking though?
Probably like a couple grand.
Doable.
So I've got half of that on me.
I would probably like pull all your money together, sort of thing, to make that, because I think that's a legendary shield.
Actually, they're just very rare.
Oh, that's still probably pulling all your money. You'll get the...
It's one of those items like, this is very rare. This should not be very rare. It's advantage on saving throws against spell effects, disadvantage to being shot by magic, and it's still a shield with a +2. So it's like...
Oh, I was just expecting like a shield which gives you the shield spell, but modified to work like against magic particularly.
No.
No.
Never mind.
Shield, ridiculous.
Never mind. I thought like, oh yeah, shield, where it's like you could like cause a spell that would like have disadvantage to like, or you'd have advantage to like resist it, something like that. Like once a day, that sounded cool.
Spellguard Shield, fully ridiculous. Should not be very rare. Should be probably a tier above that.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. A shield that can just act like a shield spell, but has like something of the one, like as you use it, it gives you advantage on magic saving throws. Like that one time, that could be cool.
Shield of shielding.
Sort of,
Shielding.
sort of tangential, but add a character. Just making a note that you guys remember that the same thing with the monster calls can be done with boss drops.
Yes.
Yep. So the Yonti Eye could have a similar thing.
We may as well inquire here with the same two monster boss drops we have.
You've got 3, right? You should have 3.
3?
We have the Minotaur
Yeah,
Horn.
Minotaur Horn.
But you know what the middle horn kind of does. It was the other two.
The
Like-
UTI.
You
What?
got the Urga, I think you got something from an
Oh
Urga,
god, that's what it was.
and then the Eye of the one here.
Yeah.
Who has
don't-
that?
I don't have any ogre thing
What
on
we-
me. There was an ogre core which we sold. But that was from the 3
might have
ogres before.
That might have been. Oh no, I think that might be gone.
Did we,
We died.
did we use
You
it?
did die.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did die. Yeah, those are
You've
gone.
only got the.
Aye.
You got the eye.
We knew what the horn did, but we have that. No, my loot.
Yeah,
Fuck.
so there we go.
Oh, I
Never
have the
mind.
eye.
Yeah.
What was the
So
idea?
the eye,
Er,
same shit basically.
Yeah, if you wanted to, like, if you bring up the eye and like questions, like, this has probably got more akin to your charming things than anything else, because Yante focus all that magic within their eyes. So
Then that might be useful
You
for
wanted to-
shield or armor.
if you wanted to do that, it'd be easier.
Just imagine a pendulum of suggestion now, which is like one of those hypnotism pendulums, but it has like a Yonti eye in it. So you whip it out on the chain, it's just like, you will do as I say.
No, it's just a stopwatch.
Oh,
It's got an eye in the center.
Well, legit,
not bad.
if you wanted that, we can make it happen.
That just sounds fucking
that's
cool,
the
doesn't it?
fun part of the boss drops. I'm letting you guys describe what you want to be made out of it. And I'll
I-
do my best.
I had the idea of like an eye in the center of his shield that just does like a pulse of like kind of some form of like charm or anti-charm ability.
That'd be cool.
That sounds cool. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, if you want to do that, they're down to do so.
I don't use shields.
I think the only one. I mean, May can and so can Mayu.
Yeah, exactly. But it's cool.
And
I will be able to eventually.
Yeah. If you rock
Uh,
Artifice long enough to do it.
We
I
can
can
we can
whatever.
pocket it for you on this. So.
I'm not gonna, I can do it already. Like artificers get shield proficiency from level 1.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Ah.
dude.
More like when you actually play Artifice as opposed to sticking
Yeah.
with it.
Is it more difficult if the shield's already magic? Because I currently have a magic shield.
As like adding enchantments to a shield to an already enchanted item is more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only shield I have at the moment is the battering shield.
Yeah, there's more of a chance of failure with adding magic on top of something that's already magical.
Yeah, so if we want to do the shield thing, we should probably wait until we have a regular shield, unless someone has another shield.
They do not. It was just an idea that I had in my head, just because. I mean, that's the shielding idea that I just had. That seemed cool. Like maybe like a pulse of like anti-charm magic that you can use as
I
a
do.
reaction.
Just like the back of the group shuffling is like, I was planning on buying a shield, but you don't have to use it on that.
Gestures. Go ahead.
You
What?
do you figure out what you're doing with this yourselves. I'm waiting back here for you guys to decide what you want to do with these items. Make it into a weapon, make it into a poison resist. I don't care.
From my perspective, I don't really have much use for a lot of things, particularly with how I'm running at the moment. That's why I thought like me and Mayu already have some resistance against charm-related things. It could be good to have someone else with. That's why I thought of the shield idea. But there's also, yeah, you could use core for poison stuff if you're planning on using poison or waiting for the resistance to poison. It's entirely up to what people want to put onto their gear. I already have, like, sort of hits ability, like, leather. Like, I already have a masterwork set, so it'd be difficult for me to improve that already.
Well, they just said enchanting masterwork is easier than not. You can just add a poison enchantment, poison resistant enchantment to your armor.
That's what I meant. I meant to the other way around. Yeah, it's like I do have this set, so I can do it, but it's entirely up to the others. If we have no use for the core besides what you do for poison, I do not mind using it for the armor.
Yeah, I think we should save the eye for some sort of anti-charm thing, because
Down the line.
anti-charm is always useful. The last thing we want is to be fighting amongst each other.
Yeah, means I
Yeah,
think we
which
should
does-
use all the cores, and yeah, I agree. Keeping the eye for the other thing.
All right, so why don't we do this? Mayu, you're getting the flame core for your weapon, correct?
If that's okay with everyone.
Yep, fine with that. Kaede, why don't you use the Yonti core to give yourself poison resist in your armor,
No,
and then we'll keep the eye for later. We have more money, we'll put that towards getting ourselves, I don't know, a helm of charm resist or something,
I think that's a good idea.
or a shield of counter charming.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
which
a
can
good
be
idea.
from myself or Haito.
Yes.
Nods.
Just sit there for him as a sec. In that regard, then I think a weapon, Miss Mario, will probably come around to about 1,520 gold. It's usually 15 gold for 15 gold for a sword, plus the 500 cost of trying to double masterwork it, but I'd round that up to a nice flat number. And then it'll probably be any sort of resistance, typical damage resistance for fairly common damages like fire, poison, cold. There's probably about 1,000 in the Enchanter's docket.
Yep.
But judging by the size of these cores, it's probably guaranteed that regardless you'll have something that can work.
1,000.
So it's 1,000 for the resistance and 1,520 for the sword. Well, that's better
If
than
we
okay.
need more money, I can pitch in.
I don't need a pitch in. I'm just wondering, like, am I gonna do this now? May as well. I don't see myself using a lot of gold.
Yep, get him sorted. And Hajo is asking,
1,000?
how much does a shield cost, by the way? Just a regular old shield.
A shield, not typically super expensive.
5.
That is weird. Why is there not a price? I think it's
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
I think it's 2 gold. It's 10 gold.
It's-
10 GP.
NGP? Alright.
10 GP for a shield.
You said 1520?
1520.
Awesome.
I have a strange request. I need to commission a set of armor, but I'm going to need to also work on it while you work on it. If that makes sense.
Sort of looks over. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
just-
I've dealt with artificers before.
Okay. Puts down 1,520 gold and is like, I need a full set of plate armor and a shield.
Alright, I'll get you measured because that's probably easier and less time
Yeah,
consuming
fair
than
enough.
talking to your friends about making what sword they want. So we'll get you measured first because that's quick. I should get myself an assistant for this sort of thing, apprentice. Anyone of you want to be a assistant smith? No? Okay. Yeah. Jeez.
I
mean-
think about it. It's like I got
Oh,
these.
hell.
What proficiencies do I have?
If
I'm
you want
not
some help.
strong, but you know, I'm willing.
I could
Like,
try.
Haito like literally reaches into his bag and pulls out an entire set of Smith's tools and is like, I'm not particularly good at the big hitting stuff, but fine-tuning things, I've picked up a knack for that. So if you actually want assistance, I have nothing better to do right now.
Yeah, you can help me
Done.
take notes on your friend's sword
Easy.
when we get there, but let's get you measured up.
Yes.
She like goes to a box, like a wooden box, starts placing stuff out. Where the fuck is my measuring tape?
You always lose the measuring tape. That and 10mm sockets.
I
Yeah.
am currently holding on to this child to keep her cool. She's happy at the moment, but I've probably got fairly limited time. I can probably go till about 11.
I think we're
Yep.
probably gonna end soonish anyway.
Yeah.
We can make a note that May wants to do something with Aquila next turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
May's just basically waiting for 5 o'clock.
Yeah, Mayu, the Hata gets measured up. It probably takes a little bit because it's just measuring your things and it's not super difficult. You write it down and she sort of leads you to an area where she's got her own like different designs of plate. You can pick what you like, or you can do like a rough drawing of how you want it designed. As Shigo goes over, talks to Mayu after finding like finding after a good weight and then a good length, goes over and discusses it. And like the resistance probably for both of you is probably going to take a couple days to do, but the
Yep.
crafting should also take a while. So it's probably maybe like a 3-day break in between everything getting done on that end. Haito's arm is probably going to take more time, but it's something that he'll be working on in the background. Like he'll get certain parts that he can tinker while she's working. It'd probably take if it was just the only thing she had to do, it'd probably take a week. But she's got a business, so it'd probably take longer.
Yes.
But yeah, want me to roll her bones on that.
Ooh,
I would
these bastards.
also, just in between as well, I just would like to buy a couple of daggers, because I don't have any.
Let me get that.
I lost my dagger in the desert.
Hey, no.
Eh,
A dagger.
Kill it. I killed a snake with it.
2 GP.
cool, I'll pay 4. Get 2.
Okay. Let me do
Basic
this.
daggers. I want to master each.
If you do, yeah. If you
No,
don't,
I'm good.
no, okay.
They're just for a bonus attack.
That is not Master Web 2 level, but it is Master Web 1 level.
Ah, well, it was worth the risk.
So
The money.
There was a chance if it did too. I was gonna roll again to see if it became a straight up flame tongue, but
That'd have been so cool.
Oh, that would have been cool.
A flame tongue katana.
Yeah, it'll be a 1d8 sword plus a 1d8
badass.
fire.
Oh, nice.
Fucking D8.
It's amazing.
Will be magic.
Jesus.
I mean,
That's better than melody.
actually, let me roll a separate claw. With a separate die for enchanting. See if the major claw is going to give you a d8 or a d6. I think that's a bit fair.
That is fair.
Yeah, that's a d8. Yeah, good number.
Yay!
There are good people in this town. Their job is
So
to
that's
make good
a-
stuff.
It says it's also a +1 equivalent weapon, so it's a 1d8.
Yeah,
Flattering.
plus 1d8
1d8.
magic, 1d8 one player, because
Ew.
well,
yeah.
that's what the masterworking makes it is.
Yeah, it's good.
Slightly better than otherwise.
And then yeah,
A melody
if anyone
doesn't do
else
that
has
much.
something quick they want to do, other than like I'm not sure how in depth the May and Aquila thing is going to be, so I think we'll save that for next time. But anything short, otherwise we can call it a bit early.
I don't think they have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I was thinking of adding the Thunderwave into my spellbook, but I'm like, no, because I want to get my old spellbook back, which already has Thunderwave, so I don't want to waste money on it.
Fair enough.
No, I'm good.
I have cotton mouth, I don't know why.
Talking a lot.
Wicked wings.
Do you think you're gonna get your other spellbook back when the Edge have been like? Didn't most of
I'm
them
hopeful.
not special things? Didn't they all get burnt? Isn't he like
Yeah, but,
throwing
like,
it into a fire?
Spellbooks are
potential.
expensive, and they take it's basically a book full of free spell scrolls. They can just give that to one of their spellcasts and boom,
Yeah.
they decipher my writing, and then they get a whole bunch of spells to themselves.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right.
Listen, Taito is hopeful. I'm Gouda.
Yeah, with people's
I'm
stuff
Cheddar.
done, we have, I assume 3 days of downtime, but I think everyone, I mean, probably will be 3 days. Kaido's not wearing any armor, so I assume you're not going to do any training in that without it.
No, I sadly that is the one slight downside, but I might look into other little things here and there.
So, yeah, if you guys want to think of a couple days of downtime activities in time for next session, you've got probably about 3 days if you're not going to go do some grinding. I mean, you can go without her. I mean, you can go with her. We'll just have to make some rolls to see how well she comes out of it.
No, I just LFG that shit.
Why would you LFG?
I have no armor.
but
Look, AJ, when it becomes real, you LFG that shit.
Carry,
we drop-
please.
We dropped
Please
10 GP
carry.
on getting you a set of temporary leather armor.
I could. I really could.
Yeah.
Good.
Can we rent armor?
Yeah.
Rent.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's exactly what she's doing. Like
Actually.
you could just ask us, like, do you have any spare armor that I can have? And yeah, she'd give you for the price of a deposit as long as you give it back.
Done.
Like,
Done.
Yeah.
Easy.
I guess we can
what
discuss this
master
between
work for this
sessions
time?
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a brief discussion between sessions if we want to spend downtime activities or if we want to do a quick, a grind in the dungeon while AFK.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks for joining. It's been a good time. I'll go make your equipment in a sec.
No problem.
But yeah, thanks for coming. You can watch me, and that's it.
You.
It's just me
And you.
and me. Oh, and me. I'm me.
Oh, and us when you're streaming.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh wait,
That's there.
will you be there?
Oh, I might.
No.
I might. You know what? I'm busy next week. I probably won't be. But yeah.
Echoes is cancelled. You heard it here.
Oh fuck! I can't cancel it. If we cancelled Echoes, I'd riot.
Games.
The amount of work that I did in the last like Darren was like a month ago. It's like we should start get back writing to Echoes, and then we did, and we wrote some good shit. And like if we don't get to see that, I'll be mad.
Same.
Well, shame.
Tuesday I'll be playing Octopath Traveler. I've got 1.5 chapter 2s left to do, and then we can hopefully get that done next week and start some side quests and then preparing for chapter 3. Wednesday is attempt 9 of Pokemon. Yeah, cause fucked it up right at the end again. Let's go. I'm thinking of what to play afterwards. I'll probably go to 10 attempts, and if I haven't finished it by then, take another pause, and then I've got some ideas. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time, having replay that again, that'll be fun. A Digimon game or two will be interesting. Doing a Nuzlocke in a ROM hack might be fun. So I'll lay these all out. I might make a vote if attempt 10 is happening or not. We'll find out. I'll probably, if it does, I'll still have to make it to figure out what to play afterwards. But I've got ideas. Thursday, you can join my suffering as my friends Kay and Rebecca, and these guys might show up in as well as I play through 358 over 2 days. It's a lot of fun when you can banter with someone who's not defending the series for all its miscreants.
I don't defend the series. I give it the devil's bargain it deserves.
She says.
Friday is more Ori Will of the Wisp. That's lots of fun. And next Saturday will be session 64 of Echoes of the Forgotten. For real this time, we think. And we hope. But yeah.
Please.
Please, Lord. And yeah, next 2 weeks, there won't be a session, sadly. We have people traveling, so if I do another stream in between, of just maybe some Pokemon hunting with Kay and Rebecca grilling me while I do that, or
Is that the
we
first?
just spend some time off, we do that. That will be the first, yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll be back with this on the 15th of June, maybe. Woo!
Should
A
be.
month to
I'm
figure
not
out
out yet.
downtime.
Which, I mean, we got a month of, they've got a month to figure out what they want to do for downtime, so that's good.
Oh, remember the week.
I mean, I'll message you every other week and be like, hey, remember downtime?
Yeah, I do.
I'll miss 2 hours before the stream.
Please don't, because I need to prepare for your downtime.
Yeah, 2 hours before the stream. You got plenty of time.
Fuck you.
So we'll
Yeah.
tell you nothing, and we'll decide the day of.
Yeah, and then I'll make you rolls, and you'll all fail like your downtime.
Yay!
Woo. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm a waffler. We all say goodbye now. Bye bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.